Bet365.com, Betfair, Betfred, Coral, Ladbrokes, Paddy Power, Unibet, and William Hill.
Away they go, a flying start by 5, 3 cannons on the outside, 1 goes up well, Ballymac Run, and Ballymac Run is going to lead, she's going to lead over 3 cannons in second place, then we have 2 up the inside, Ballymac Drama, but Ballymac Run has 3 lengths in hand on 3 cannons down the back straight with 2, Ballymac Drama back in third place and 6 Succession on the outside and fourth, but Ballymac Run, she's going to be very hard to pick up here, she's 4 lengths in front for Liam Dowling, 5 running a big race in second place, but Ballymac Run, another big performance here at Shelbourne Park, she goes on to win the Racing Post Greyhound TV Puppy Oaks, 5 runs well back in second, 3 cannons with 2, Ballymac Drama back in third place, the winning time 28.70, and congratulations to Liam Dowling.
Well, it's Irish night on RPGTV, and I'm here on this side of the track for the evening's action at Shelbourne Park. Wonderful night's racing to look forward to. We have the final of the Maraman Memorial, €10,000 to the winner. A tremendous contest, a very open contest. Much will come down to the opening yard. But also, of course, we have the RPGTV Puppy Oaks, and there's a very special group in action in that contest. €5,000 to the winner, and have no doubt that 2 or 3 of these are destined for future stardom. We've also a tremendous undercard to look forward to, so stay with us for the next 2.5 hours here on RPGTV and enjoy top-class racing action.
Well, thank you very much to Ian, and interesting, I think I'm on Irish night wearing more green than Ian, but you're welcome, and thanks for joining us on Super Saturday here on RPGTV, especially if you're watching on YouTube this evening. A special welcome to you guys and girls, and as Ian said, very much an Irish extravaganza tonight. Bonfire night means that pretty much UK fixtures have been curtailed, the nighttime fixtures, so Ireland takes over as they introduce Rose Draper. But I think we're treated to some outstanding racing. You know, Puppy Oaks, Limerick Ledger.
I don't think we could get much of a better Saturday night than one we've got in store. Some tremendous racing, some tremendous greyhounds, and definitely plenty of those that we're going to be putting in our notebooks ready for the Derby next year. Absolutely, as Ian and Rose says, definitely a programme, hopefully to watch. Plenty going on, and if you're dipping in and out of it, that's fine as well. Limerick 11 races, 7:12 through to 9:43, as mentioned, including the second round heats of the willwego.com Irish in Ledger. Shelbourne Park 11 races featuring the finals of the RPGTV Puppy Oaks and the Paddy Merriman final as well, which is worth €10,000 to the winner. 7:19 through to 9:51 at Shelbourne Park. What about the track challenge prices tonight? Gives you an interest in every single race. Track 1, 13 to 5. Track 2, 9 to 2. Track 3, 9 to 2. Track 4, 8 to 1. Track 5, 15 to 2. And track 6, hopefully some value at 7 to 2. Can you give me 1 or 2 stats? Limerick stats last 2 months. Hot traps. Well, the white leading the way from the red and the blue. And favourites, Jam 1 to now 37% at Limerick. What about the Shelbourne stats? Hot traps. The inside boxes, seemingly the place to be. 21% for the red ahead of the blue and the orange. And favourites, Jam 1 to now a whopping 42% at HQ. Get in touch. Rose will have the emails, rpgtv@racingpost.com, and Twitter or X. I'll try to be over those, and your YouTube details as well. But you'll know that if you're watching on YouTube tonight. Right, time for some best bets. Rose, where are you going? To Ireland.
Of course.
So for my nap, I am going to be with Ballymac Whisper in the 8-7-19 at Shelbourne. A terrific stayer, running so well at the moment. I think it will love this long run to the bend. So fingers crossed will go well. We'll be love every single inch of that 575. Next best will be Mustang Fever, who I think has got an absolutely amazing draw on the inside of Uncle Tom. Improving all the way, not had too many races. I think it's only having its 7th start in its career so far, so should really go well on the inside in trap 1. My late is going to be Sober Glory. I think it may struggle to clear the inside. Not quite sure it's quite taken to Limerick as of yet. That goes in the 7.57. I think I've got a big price one in that race in Trap 2 in Hukum. My trap challenge, as always, I am with Trap 3.
Well, the white jacket for Rose. The stats, I think, give you a chance. I'm going to look a little bit wider. I'm going for stripes for the trap challenge. The Nat, I'm going for the one of the two finals. So I'm going to go with the Puppy Oaks. And I'm going for a spot of value. We've got plenty of pace she has. Trained by Ian Riley. Wouldn't be the favourite. Would be a decent enough price. But I'm trying to claw back some deficit with Khan. I've got my sights set on him, and I tell you, if Droopy Dell did me a favour tonight, just that wider draw, could she trap a little bit better? She's got the pace. You never know. Worth taking a chance. Really, the Nat, my good thing of the night is Clon Rusk Sydney running in the 7.42. Absolutely top draw performer. Brilliant in the heats. I think same again in the second round tonight. Should do the business running out of Trap 2. Now, I've got a problem with this one, because the heart says that she absolutely bolts in, and the head said she absolutely bolts in. But you know, Rose, she's about a 2s on chance, and that for me has to be the lay. I've got to go for the shortest price of the night. I'm going to go for her. What she did last week was astonishing. It's probably my favourite race of the year. Amazing. Can she do it again? Probably she does, but I'll take her on at the price, but hopefully she qualifies anyway, if she was beaten. Let's go back to, you can see the prices for the 7.12 at Limerick. Let's go back to Ian Fortune.
I am the busiest man in Shelbourne Park. Of that, there is no doubt. But the lady beside me has now become the busiest woman in all of Irish greyhound racing. Sarah Kinsella, welcome to the team. Here we are in official capacity, and you're going to talk to us about Igracia Clocala.
Yeah, so thanks very much, Ian. Great to see you in a new role tonight. They'll miss you upstairs. Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. It's obviously next Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and it's to celebrate everything that is in greyhound racing, and it's for obviously the greyhound people, but it's for people who've never been racing before. Perhaps if you want to have a fundraiser and you're not sure how to go about it, or you want to see what goes on at a greyhound track, we're going to have everything across the majority of the tracks in Ireland. Shelbourne Park will be on Thursday. There'll be Galway, Newbridge, Dundalk, Curraheen, Limerick, all the big tracks. So it's Igracia Clocala. It's to celebrate greyhound racing, and it's free admission. That's the important message to get out there, so everyone can come along for free. And on the night there'll be food and face painting and activities for kids and stuff as well, so everyone is welcome. We really want a lot of people to come up and just to see what goes on behind the scenes, because obviously we know how great our sport is, but we want to get that out across to everybody else as well. So, and
of course, everybody new coming through to the sport will be, they'll meet and greet with our Irish Retired Greyhound Trust ambassadors. Their retired greyhounds will be there inside the stiles.
They will, of course. The IRGT do great work behind the scenes. I mean, there was a lot of greyhounds rehomed last year. I think the year previous they had over 2,500. That was their biggest year ever. So we want to get back to that level and to succeed, go even higher. So if you're coming to a track, make sure they'll be at the entrance at every track to greet everybody. Go up and ask them questions. They're there to answer anything that you have and to find out about how to rehome and a retired greyhound if that's what you want to do. So we really can't wait, but there'll be loads of people there. There's as well, like Ian, there'll be great racing on the night. There's increased prize money as well, so we're trying to encourage the owners and trainers to enter on those particular nights, and all you have to do is go on to the GRI website, Igracia Clocala, and all the tracks and all the details will be there for everybody.
Keep up the good work, Sarah.
Thanks very much, you too.
Well, thank you very much to Ian and to Sarah, setting the scene on what should be an extraordinary night's racing at Shelbourne Park, but also at Limerick as well. You can see the betting on screen for the 7.12 at Limerick. We've had a host of non-runners sent to us, so should I read them out now to you? Let's read them out if I can. The 7.24 Trap 2 Barefoot on Fire is out. Highview Treat is the greyhound in Trap 2 now, so that's Highview Treat for Barefoot on Fire. Still with Shelbourne Park, we are moving on to the 8.04 Trap 3. He's Made It is out. Trap 3 is vacant. Next non-runner, 8.34 Trap 3 is out. Sawdust Storm doesn't go. That trap will be also vacant. And in the 9.04 race 8, Trap 3 is out. Lily White Queen is out. Runaway Charlie is the reserve. Greyhound, you should be noting, and Seven Beach runs instead of Secundai in trap 6 in the 9:51 at Shelbourne Park, and just one to give you a little bit later on in the card at Limerick, which is the 9:12 trap 4. Curramore Coco is out, and that has been replaced by Bling Bling Paul. Right, all the money is rose for another holiday. Let's rewind to last week and see this greyhound winning its heat.
Yeah, this was a terrific performance from Trap 3 here. Shows terrific early pace, manages to lead around that first bend and pulls away clear here. This was a terrific victory by 2 lengths, showing great early pace. Recorded a time of 29:59, which is its fastest time to date over this course and distance. A terrific performance after a short layoff, being off since July. Just had the one sprint solo on its card since return. A terrific performance. Will definitely be one that's coming forward with the runs, but I just can't look past Swords Rex. I think, you know, I can't ignore him, obviously. He got trouble last week, didn't trap out too well, is capable of a much better break than that. We know how quick this dog is. So Swords Rex on the inside for me, for Graham Holland to get off to a good start.
I agree with you. I think Swords Rex, I think Connections will be absolutely delighted. They're even in the second round and found all sorts of problems last week. The Swords Rex absolutely looked out of the competition. In fact, did finish 4th, so pretty much scraped in. Missed the break on that occasion. I think a little bit of crowding, in fact quite a lot of crowding off that second bend, so did a lot of running just to qualify, and I fancy in trap 1 tonight can get back on track, as you say, as class act English Greyhound Derby finalist, but up against one of Michael O'Donovan's stars, always got to be respected. That was a great effort from another holiday. So one maybe to beat for. This is the Heat 1 of the second round of the willwego.com Irish St Ledger. You can see them behind the boxes. Keep your notes coming in. Just to say that Josh Seeley has been in touch, says that Bicester Schooling Track is closed tomorrow due to flooding. So Bicester closed tomorrow due to flooding. And a note from Sarah Kinsella saying that, well, she's at Shelbourne Park. We know that. And she's gone for a Scooby double. Right. Flag about to be waved. Let's go across to Limerick.
The runners from the inside: Swords Rex, Disco Pants, Kilcolgan Zeus, Another Holiday, Deadly Style, Sogna in Grande. We're underway. 2 doesn't get away. 4 and 1 of the early pace setter. Swords Rex is 1. Another Holiday going okay as well as they go through the opening couple of turns. It's Swords Rex that is the lead contender as they reach towards the halfway point. Second is Trap 4, Another Holiday. Third is 5. Deadly Style. Others beginning to improve as well. Still at the front, it's Swords Rex. Another Holiday looking to close the margin as they come towards the final bend. It's 1-4 going towards the line. 1, 4 and 5 are qualifiers. 29-27 the run.
Excellent run from the class act that is Swords Rex, winning for the Lowndes family and Graham Holland. They're off to a fly with 2 missing the break on this occasion. Crucially, Swords Rex was better on the way than last week, got on the inside of Another Holiday, and plain sailing thereafter, albeit 4, kept the red, very honest.
Yeah, it did indeed, but Swords Rex just showed its class going into that first turn there at Limerick. A really nice performance, was brave on the first bend, just kept that rails pitch, and while Another Holiday kind of kept the middle course. It was a good performance by Swords Rex. You know, we've come to expect these from him. When he gets a clear run around the first, it's going to be very hard to pick up. A terrific ground for Connections. That's now 26 wins from 44 starts. Definitely just going to be one to follow over this course and distance.
OK, 1 has beaten 4 and 5. I'll wrap up the SPs in due course. Let's go back to Ian. You can see the betting on screen for the Shelbourne Park 7:19. He's looking ahead to the Paddy Merriman final.
Well, in terms of monetary value, there's no more valuable final than the Paddy Merriman Memorial in Ireland this weekend. And one man that has a runner in the final is Mark Robinson, Derby winning trainer. Mark, it's a few years ago since Ballyan Sim won the final, but you'd like a similar start from Uncle Tom tonight in Trap 2. Yeah, definitely. It's all about getting out of traps, getting away, getting a good run around the first bend. And you know, you had a fantastic run away from traps last week, so if you can produce the same again tonight,
So we're giving him a great chance.
He's always been a promising type. He has shown sort of ability in his early stages, but in the last 2 to 3 weeks you can see the development. He's just getting sharper each night. Like last week, to get across from 4 was a fairly determined manoeuvre.
Yeah, definitely. He always started off very promising pup from the get-go. He took a little bit of time to come to hand, but yeah, definitely each week that he gets more experience. You know what I mean? He seems to be progressing.
Big year. Looking forward to him next year.
Yeah, definitely. See, we go over tonight first.
It's all about getting to the corner in front.
Definitely. We can't afford any mishaps at traps. You know what I mean? He needs to come away smart. He's 2 good dogs either side of him. Not to take anything away from the rest of the field, but he's 2 very good dogs. 1 in trap 1, 1 in trap 3. So it's all about getting out and gone.
Tell us about the kennel. Many around you?
No, very small. A few dogs in the kennel at the minute. Focusing more on quality rather than quantity. A few nice pups coming through and stuff. But yeah, looking forward to tonight.
Might be a few more pups if this fella wins tonight.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Well done, Mark. Best of luck.
All right. Thanks very much.
8:49, the Paddy Maraman final, as Ian says, €10,000 to the winner, the richest race in Ireland this weekend. Right, that's the scene. It looks a touch wet at the Dublin venue at Shelbourne Park. HQ, of course, Ballymac Wendy and Junction 14 vying for favouritism rose in this opener, the A1. How do you see it?
I was with the 6 here, Ballymac Wendy, inside seed, but I don't think trap 6 will bother it too much. If it comes away, should hopefully manage to get across by that first bend. Plenty of time for them to kind of sort themselves out over this trip here. I think this is a really competitive race to start the card from Shelbourne Park, as we would always expect. I think this ground's just going to be stepping up further and further, and fingers crossed will go well here. It's just called liquid. It's just liquid sunshine when it's in Ireland. It's rain over here. It's liquid sunshine over there.
That's a romantic view of it, Rose. But
that was all that they could persuade me on. There was that it wasn't raining when we were spending summers over there. It was just liquid sunshine. Liquid sunshine,
absolutely. But it was persuasive anyway. So Ballymac Wendy, then the choice of Rose. I have to say, I agree. It's a big night. Of course, this time last year for Liam Dowling, with Ballymac Run winning the Puppy Oaks. Got Ballymac Wendy here running out of trap 6. Gets the vote. Long range Jack in trap 1 on the slide, albeit did show up well in second last week behind Strike It's Sid. Keep your notes coming in. Top class racing across the RSC from us this evening. Shelbourne Park and Limerick. We had pretty much no racing in the UK this evening due to fireworks night. Of course, Crayford with their open races did us proud this morning. Oxford lost their last 2 races this afternoon, I understand, because of fireworks in the area, so no chances taken there. It's a difficult time of the year, Rose, isn't it?
Oh, it's an absolute nightmare. I know last night at Sheffield, dogs were just going straight into the traps, not taking any chances by doing parades, etc. I think it is just, some dogs will be bothered by the fireworks, some dogs won't, but it's just not worth the risk on, unknown quantities. So I can completely see why there's no racing. I think it's a very good choice, and we get the benefit of watching 2 terrific Irish cars as a result. That's right.
And I think across the weekend it's been the case as well, isn't it, with Tralee last night, and then tomorrow Lifford and Mullingar taking centre stage, and Lifford's been a real success.
I don't know where they're going. The opposite direction to the traps.
That is a good spot. Well done, Rose. That's why we pay you the big bucks. 7:19 at Shelbourne Park looks set to be delayed. Look, when this happens in the opening race, my first sort of thought is perhaps the hare is not quite in the position it should be. I don't know. There might be another reason for that. But as soon as we hear from the track or Ian, then we'll relay that. There's clearly an issue with Shelbourne Park tonight. Certainly the first race, the 575 over A1, will go off late. As soon as we get any news, we'll let you know. But keep your notes coming in. I think we understand that Ian, we're trying to get hold of. In terms of Dan's question, I think the end of the year, as far as we understand. Junction 14 on the slide, Ballymac Wendy in trap 6, 15 to 8.
Yep, now Junction 14 and 9 to 4 here. It got a lot of trouble last time out, but it just seems to look like it will enjoy this step up in trip. Will stay out strongly, you would like to think. Fingers crossed that is the case.
Okay, we're going to try and fill in the gaps. We've got a little bit of a delay. We heard from Mark Robinson a little bit earlier. We've caught up, Ian's caught up with another trainer in the Paddy Merriman final.
Pat Guilfoyle has trapped 1 Mustang Fever in the final of the Paddy Merriman Memorial A1. Pat, normally would be a decent draw. The presence of Uncle Tom's a slight issue.
Yeah, it's a very tricky draw for her, in fairness, you know. So if the traps were reversed, it'd be ideal, you know. But he's going to come in on top of her. So I don't know if she better rush. She misses the break or takes an absolutely flyer, one or the other. But it's a tricky draw. It is a tricky draw.
She is well bred. She's certainly improving. She showed real guts and determination last week to open her account. You'd be hoping she'll be winning plenty more for you.
Absolutely, she's loads of ability. Like, she's a half sister to Mustang Jet, and so there's plenty of breeding there. And she's just one of those ones that was slow to kind of for a penny to drop, and she would have only she went straight in at the top into that unraced bitch stake and into puppy yokes. Or the bitches that went well in the puppy yokes and that unraced stake after. So yeah, she's still learning. She's still very raw. I think in time she'll make a lovely bitch. Yeah.
There's plenty to come from her, as you said. Like she, you know, even though she's young and inexperienced, tonight it's not going to take an awful lot for her to come home in front.
No, absolutely. Like, she's still raw. Like, since Sean sent her down to us, all she had was a few solos and 2 dog trials maybe around Limerick. So the only schooling she's really hasn't got is in a few races up here. Like, so she's going to be one for next year. Plenty of pace and lovely, placid, straightforward lady. So yeah, we like her.
Well, best luck in the final.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Ian.
No, stay where you are.
I can look at 12 horses and the form all at once. Come on. The app is my paddock.
Once the race starts, we don't bother with cheers in our house.
When the race is on, I try to remain calm.
If it's possible to love a four-legged beast and a wee tiny man sitting on top of it, then I love you!
Boost your racing odds at ladbrokes.com.
I love the footy.
Gotta be rugby.
Golf.
It's the boxing for me.
Anything can happen.
One punch can change it all.
I absolutely love the darts.
I like the Saturday racing, I like the top jockeys, the top horses.
I love the jumps, I love the drama of it.
The Super League.
Everything's just 100 mile an hour.
It's just the whole atmosphere.
Whatever your sport, Betfred. Check out our huge range of sports markets and daily offers.
Love sport?
Betfred.
Available in-store and online.
At Bet365, we encourage all of our players to play safe. So before you take a look at today's fixtures, log in and check out our responsible gambling tools. Like deposit limits. You can set a daily, weekly or monthly limit that helps keep an eye on your spending. So you are able to enjoy the things that matter most. When you play safe with Bet365.
Welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV on this Saturday night. There was a slight delay to the first race at Shelbourne Park. The runners are heading back to the traps. As you can see, we understand that they could be off at 7:25. Good to hear from Pat Guilfoyle, trainer of Mustang Fever, in the Paddy Merriman final a little bit later on. Let's just recap matters concerning this 7:19 at Shelbourne. It's an A1 over 575 yards, and both of us rose with a pretty sweet on the chance of Ballymac Wendy, yeah?
Yep, absolutely, being a winner over the 325 there at Tralee. I think stepping up in trip will enjoy this. I think the long run to the bend will allow it to show that terrific early pace there and get clear around the first turn.
Okay, thanks Rose. Just to say 145, you just joined us. There's plenty going on in the sporting world. You can see the betting on screen for Heat 2 of the second round of the Irish St Ledger. The 727, that would be our next race at Limerick. The first heat was won by Swords Rex, a real class act of Graham Hollands. 145 it was, 5-6 favourites, 7-4, 8-1, 290, 718. Thanks to Mal Keaveney with his commentary at Limerick. We'll be joining him shortly, but first it's Barry Call with the 719 at Shelbourne Park.
We're all in. And the hares on the move for our first race here this evening at Shelbourne Park. In 1, Long Range Jack. 2, Abbeyville Zara. 3, Junction 14. In 4, Tinnock Sidley. 5, Phillipstown Lady. And 6 is Ballymac Wendy. Away we go for the opener. 3 misses the kick there. Junction 14. It is 4. Tinnock Sidley. He moves to the inside, but now 1, Long Range Jack shows good early pace and leads on the corner. 1, Long Range Jack with 2 lengths in hand over 2. That is Abbeyville Zara. 6 is forced to check back in third place. Ballymac Wendy. Then comes 3, Junction 14, but down past halfway, running wide. Long Range Jack still holds 3 lengths in hand over Abbeyville Zara in second place. A further 3 lengths back to 6, Ballymac Wendy, but around the top 2 bends, it's still 1. Long Range Jack still has 2 lengths in hand over Abbeyville Zara, who's trying hard in second place. She is beginning to bridge the gap, but Long Range Jack, he's done enough. He makes just about all, beats off her. It's running on 2. That is Abbeyville Zara. It's close for third. The winning time is a smart 31-31. Congratulations to Hugh Mallon.
Indeed, excellent effort from Hugh Mallon's Long Range Jack, winning out of trap 1 in the opener, delayed opener at Shelbourne Park. Right, straight across to Limerick. They are on parade for the willwego.com Irish St Ledger. Heat 2 of the second round. You can see the betting there. Do you know, I like, possibly at the price, Garfinny Blaze Rose, but how do you see it?
I was with the favourite here, Bobsleigh Dream. Just a terrific round for Pat Buckley here, been running so well. Ran well over this trip last week in the first round. Held on near the line. I think can improve for that recent run here. And fingers crossed, we'll just keep going forward through this competition. Is a dog I have a lot of respect for, 3 from 9.
Yes, sir. We've got Dream running later. Bobsleigh Sid here tonight. Could be a bobsleigh double. Good luck to however you bet here. Pat Buckley's Greyhound is a selection of Rose. Just maybe with a spot of value, possibly Garfinny Blaze. But they're pretty much boxed away. Mal is standing by. Money for Sunshine Dream in trap 1 there for Brendan Morsell.
Sunshine Dream, Bile Sports Gift, Bobsleigh Sid, Garfinny Blaze, Penny's Links, Far Out Sydney. Number 3, Bobsleigh Sid. The well-fancied runner is away very smartly. 3, 1, 2 and 4 as they go towards the first bend. And 3, Bobsleigh Sid is well in front. Sunshine Dream is in second. Third is Garfinny Blaze. 3 of these will qualify for the quarter-final of the willwego.com Irish Ledger. It's 3, Bobsleigh Sid setting a strong pace at the front of affairs, coming off the final bend stand side at Limerick. Is going to be a fine winner here. 3, 1, possibly 4. 29.70. Bobsleigh Sid for Pat Buckley.
Success for Bobsleigh Sid, running out of trap 3. Hopefully, I think it was Far Out Sydney. Hopefully everything's okay. But off the second bend, we're going to pick them up here, Rose. And already the White Jacket's in charge.
Yep, showed great early pace, led around that first bend and never looked in too much danger. Sunshine Dream had the weight of money on its back but just couldn't quite reel in Bobsleigh Sid, who had been running so well and just got into that terrific position early doors. Trap 4 there, Garfinny Blaze ran on well for Graham Holland, but this leader was so impressive there off the front. A terrific performance, and when breaking like that, who knows what this dog can do, and it was a terrific time to boot.
It definitely was. Close for second, maybe just the red jacket there. Right, we owe you a replay of the first race at Shelbourne Park, which was delayed. Let's have a look at this again, Rose.
Yeah, this was a terrific break here by Trap 4 here, who flew out the lids, but Trap 1, Long Range Jack, had the great early pace to go around that first bend in front. Our selection, Ballymac Wendy, didn't really get involved and then got crowded out around the first bend with 3 and 4 as well. But it was Trap 1, Long Range Jack, who was left to blaze a good trail, but Abigail Zara did an awful lot of running in second place there. It was close in the end, but Long Range Jack was a terrific front running, so did well, weaved its way through the front, didn't let Abigail Zara pass around that last bend, and a great performance there. Wasn't to be for our selection, looked like it was going to be in third place, but it was a good tussle in the end between these two. Trap 2 which didn't have enough left in the tank. A 7-1 winner there.
It was, yeah. Hugh Mallon's Long Range Jack returning at 7-1 has beaten Trap 2, which was Abigail Zara, a 3-1 chance, 15-8 favourite, the favourite in third. 31.50 was the forecast. Right, let's give you the non-runners that we brought you in somewhat of a rush, but today's non-runner, Shelbourne Park, 7.34, Trap 2, Barefoot on Fire doesn't go. That has been replaced by the reserve Highview Treat. In the 8.04, He's Made It, hasn't. That trap will be vacant. The 8.34, Trap 3, Sawdust Storm is out. Again, that Trap 3 will be vacant. The 9.04, Trap 3, Lily White Queen has been replaced by Runaway Charlie. And in the 9.51, Trap 6, Secundai is out. 7 Beach goes in there. 1-2 forward at Limerick in the 9.12, Curramore Coco is out and Bling Bing Paul is in, running out of Trap 4. Let's go back to Ian Fortune.
Well, only a matter of weeks ago, Role Model finished a very close third in the Laurels down at Greyhound Park. She's running tonight on. She's in the second race on the card. She's such a natural starter, but she has limited enough experience here at Shelbourne.
Yeah, she hasn't been over-raced here, but we're heading to Galway hopefully next week for a little beach stake down there. And she's been around a couple of times before I got her. So I said we'd give her a race because she's a bit hyperactive and she needs to be kept on the go. So, and she was AO, so I said, if we got a handy enough race in Shelbourne, which I always do on a Saturday, but no, she's in the out. She need to run anyway, but she was delighted race she ran in Cork. She's middle to wide really, and the bends she stays out too wide, and if she could have cut in, she could have nicked it, but sure, you never know.
Yeah, listen, you've had plenty of success in the classics in the past. This lady is one that will do you justice. I suppose the Winter Racing Festival down the line, or is it Galway going to take precedent?
No, well, Galway like them to roll into the Winter Festival if she'd win well down there. We'll see. Like I'd say, Galway would be attracted to suit her, and she's great early, and she could go anywhere with her. Like she's professional and she hits it anywhere we go. First time she seems to trap, So
we expect to see her 5 clear into the back straight, like.
At least. No, she's out. She needs the out, and so she's fresh in herself, and she needs a race. But she has to lead. She has to lead.
While we have you, you have Let's Go Bubbles in the finale. She'll need to be doing things right.
Yeah, she's been off a good while. Like she had one race back there in Cork, but no, she's in a desperate hot race. Like you know what I mean? It's she'll be seeing the backsides of a lot of them, I'd say, tonight. But no, she needs a good pipe opener, and we'll see how she goes.
So put in all the chips and Role Model tonight.
Well, a couple anyway, but keep a couple to go on.
I don't know.
All right, not about her.
Thanks, lad.
Well, you got to work with when your eyes are closed in the forest. What you got in your pocket? Superb! And on a cold and wet Tuesday night, who you got?
William Hill, it's who you play with.
And here's today's favourite, number 4, First to Feel Rain. And you can see why, Gina.
He hasn't got the most attractive head, but he has an impressive turn of foot for his size.
He must be 20 hands at least. He has moved stables a lot.
Just loves the big occasion.
Featurette stud, Gina?
Not sure, Matt. Unlikely to be wanted for breeding. Worthy favourite, Matt?
Definitely the favourite, Gina.
Don't feel like a punter, feel like a favourite with great offers on the Paddy Power app.
Want betting on the horses to be anything but flat? With an app that impresses every time out. You're on. Want to watch live streaming of races in the UK, Ireland and around the globe? And get a chance to win even bigger with 3 Uniboosts every day on any horses you want. Unibet. You're on.
Welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV on this Saturday night. The 7:34 will be our next race, due off at 7:39 at Shelbourne Park. We just had a revised time. Just a reminder that there's a reserve greyhound running here. Barefoot on Fire is out. Highview Treat has come in. Let's get some selections out there, starting with you, Rose.
Yeah, so I ended up going with a Role Model here in Trap 4 for Owen McKenna, middle seed here. It was running well at Waterford earlier in the year. I thought that was a good run into 28-26. It trapped out well last week. I think this is just a slight step down in class. Flying out of the traps, hopefully be clear by the first bend. Not too much early pace in this race here. So Role Model for me, for Owen McKenna.
Okay, in the 7:34, which will be delayed. I'm not even going to try to pronounce Trap 6, but I do know it's named after a legend of Irish broadcasting, and I think the English pronunciation is Moriarty. But let's leave it to Ian, and let's... and we'll throw you a curveball, Rose, but we're going to see Trap 6 here running on October the 20th.
Yeah, in Trap 6 on this occasion. I thought this was a really nice performance. We got lots of early pace, managed to get around that first bend unscathed. It trapped really well, did a 28.45. Omar Carter here, really good performance, a terrific run. 6 lengths, the victory. Didn't come out as well last week, got a lot of trouble after a tardy start and drops back here into AO class. A decent price here at 5-1. Will need to break like it did on this occasion as opposed to what it did last week, because that would be race over pretty much. So Trap 4 for me though. I think this greyhound is 3 from 15, not the most consistent of performers, but shows great early pace and I think could quite comfortably clear Crafty Supremo, who's gone through the grades really nicely, but I think just doesn't quite have the early pace. More of a stay intact ground could give Role Model a very clear run to the first turn. Highview Treat comes in as a reserve here. Don't have any form for that greyhound. We'll try and find some for the reserves. Burgess Boulder on the inside. He's been running very well, really went through the grades nicely at Cork, just needs to kind of take that switch over to Shelbourne Park, a very different style of track, and will need, you know, a little bit of luck in running. Highview Treat is a consistent sort around Shelbourne Park. It hasn't had a win for a good while, not since August, but been running in terrific class here, going off at big prices, it's fair to say. It was beaten a half a length last time out by Droopy's Have It in the AO 525 final here at Shelbourne Park, actually finishing in front of Bobsleigh Sit on that occasion. So Highview Treat comes here in at 3-1 chance. Okay, I agree with you. I think Role Model takes the beating with that burst of early pace. You can see the betting on screen for our next heat of the Irish St Ledger at the 7:42. This Shelbourne Park 7:34 due to go off at 7:39. Delay to the first. Just to say, Swords Rex 29.27, 6 spots off the track. Record phenomenal run from the Great Dog in the red jacket in our opener at Limerick. Keep your notes coming in. Trap 3, Tina All is well with the world on a Super Saturday here on RPGTV. She says it's National Banana Day. Hi to RPGTV's finest. Top boy Hobbs and Top girl Rose and Ian trackside. White always wins on a Saturday night. The red jacket is favourite, but he's busy playing with his banana. Have fun. Thank you, Tina. And Dan, yeah, I believe at the end of the year, but you never know, do you? Right, the 7:34 at Shelbourne Park.
will be our next race. They're pretty much locked and loaded. 525 yards for the reset AO 525. Let's go to Barry.
And the hares on the move for race number 2. In 1 we have Burgess Bulger, 2 the reserve Highview Treat, in 3 Crafty Supremo, 4 Role Model, 5 Ballymac Walt, and 6 is O'Murrahurtig. Off, good start there by 4 Role Model, down the centre, leads up from 5 now on the outside. Ballymac Walt, 1 up the inner in 3rd Burgess Bulger, but running wide around the opening bend. Role Model lets 5 slip up his inside Ballymac Walt, and Ballymac Walt goes on by a length, make it 2 over 4 Role Model in 2nd place, 3 lengths back to 1 Burgess Bulger back in 3rd place, but Ballymac Walt, he's gone on by 4 or 5 lengths over Role Model back in 2nd place. Crafty Supremo runs on back in 3rd, but Ballymac Walt, he's pretty good on his day and he's exceptional here tonight. He beats 4, that is Role Model. It's close for 3rd, possibly Crafty Supremo. The winning time 28-28. Big run there by Ballymac Walt. Congratulations to Liam Dowling.
Yeah, big run, 28-28. We'll show you a replay of race 2 at Shelbourne Park after this 7:42 at Limerick, which is heat 2 of the willwego.com Irish St Ledger. You can see the betting on screen there. They're just going through the parades. Quick selection from you, Rose, and then we're going to show you one of these in action.
I am going with Romeo Hanzo here, 9-4 now, plenty of money for this one from 7-2. Graham Holland's charge, I thought was very impressive last week, got trouble just about everywhere it turned in handy enough in seconds, but I think can go one better this week. We are going to have a look at Trap 2 though here. This is Clonrush Sydney. This was last time out, I think.
Yeah. We've got a chance to see this one there. This was in the heats last week, of course.
Yeah, we've got trouble straight from the traps here in Trap 2, but then was able to get across to the rail and get itself in a lovely pitch here going into that 3rd bend, where it just completely took over the running, showed plenty of pace. It was brave around that 3rd bend and pulled away clear to go on and score by 3 lengths in the end from Bocco's Crystal in 2nd place in a time of 29.56. A terrific run here. Is now 5 from 11, really does have that will to win and showed it well there last week.
Yeah, gets my NB vote. Does Clonrush Sydney running out of Trap 2? Gone for a little bit of a bigger price a little bit earlier, but going to go with the ground for Matthew Hart. I thought, as you just saw there, back straight pace to die for, real, really impressive against Bocco's Crystal there, and hopefully can follow up. But got to take note of the betting and Romeo Hanzo, the support for Graham Holland's ground into 11-4. The selection of Rose Draper. Graham got our first winner, Swords Rex, Kennel Mate looking for a quick fire double for the Firmagers. In this instance, Romeo Hanzo. Won't be too long before we're racing there. Keep your notes coming in. Quick email.
Yeah, we've had an email in from Lars and Anita Wichanda. Great races tonight. Enjoying the show from TV here in Sweden. Best of luck to all dogs, and especially the ones trained by Pat Guilfoyle. He trains Weekend Dream for us. We got into the St Ledger final last year. Hopefully he will be back again after an injury in May. Fingers crossed for Weekend Dream. And to you, Lars and Anita, good luck with him. Good luck if you've got a selection in the next one, Limerick.
Let's go to Mal.
1 Ballylinn Sonic, 2 Clonrush Sydney, 3 Trinity Junior, 4 Romeo Hanzo, 5 Gold Cash Eyes, Droopy's Deluxe, 6. And the race is well underway. It's quite prominent. Trap 3, Trinity Junior, Droopy's Deluxe on the outside in these stripes. It's the white Trinity Junior that leads from the 2nd from Romeo Hanzo. On the outside is Droopy's Deluxe. They're going towards the penultimate turn in this heat. It's 3 Trinity Junior for Peter Cronin, trainer, that leads. Coming towards stand side at Limerick. In this one, it's 3 with a clear-cut advantage, pulling away from the field. 6 and 4 will also qualify. Droopy's Deluxe and Romeo Hanzo. The time, another good run, 29.55. 29.55.
Excellent run there from Trinity Junior. 29.55, Rose. This was some effort.
Yeah, this was a great performance here. Trap 1 just edged off there, Ballyleen Sonic, and took over the where Clonmara Sydney was trying to go, and that just allowed Trinity Junior to show terrific early pace here. Blazed a good trail, and there was nothing going to back run this ground when he got on the bunny. Ran on strongly last week behind Ballinabola Una, and a terrific run off the front here. It was messy in behind, especially for your selection there, Clonmara Sydney and Romeo Hanzo, but Trap 3 here blazed a good trail and did a very good run here off the front. 29.55, a terrific performance there.
It was Champion Stakes success earlier this year for Trinity Junior. What a run that was from Peter Cronin's ground in the white jacket. Looks like 3 has beaten 6 and 4. We'll confirm that in due course. We're going to show you the replay though at the 7:34 at Shelbourne Park, and it was success, Rose, for Ballymac Walt for Liam Dowling. 4 did break well, role model, but no answer really to that surge of pace off the second bend from the 5.
Yeah, it was a funny first bend actually there. Trap 4 checked out wide around the first turn and allowed Ballymac Walt a lovely run up the inside. These two then tried to kind of swap positions, with Trap 5 moving off, 4 moving in, but Ballymac Walt was just the stronger of the two. This was a massive danger here, but Ballymac Walt just a staying type of ground and a stronger runner here compared to role model, and took full advantage of that good run around that first bend there to score comfortably, and it really did pull away from this field.
It did. Very impressive effort. There's the confirmed result. 5-2 Trap 5 returned. 13-8 favourite the 4. 12-1 was third. That was Trap 3. 9-13 and 40-60. Let's confirm the Limerick result as well. I think it was a 3-6-4 finish for the 7:42. 2-1, 5-1, 11-4, 14-66 and 34-40. In the earlier 3-1-4 bobsleigh Sid returned a 7-4 chance. Let's go back to Ian.
The third race in the card is an open bitch contest, and one man with a strong chance is classic winning trainer David Murray. All along drawn in Trap 1. David, she's a nice bitch. She got a good draw tonight.
She has. She's a lovely draw. She was unlucky last week not to qualify for the final. Paddy Merriman, herself and the Ballymac one, just got caught up.
She's a member of a fast litter. You have the lot of them, I think, don't you?
I do. I actually have 7 of them at home. Yeah, we're having great fun with them. Yeah, definitely. They're getting 5-5 thereabouts. One of them just got caught on the line here on Thursday night, and there's a few more nice ones to look forward to as well. And her sister, aren't we all, is running well. So look, they're good, having good fun with them.
This lady, will she need to be on the bunny, or are you hoping she'll just turn close to the pace and maybe pick them up?
She'll have to be thereabouts at the corner, and hopefully win the corner, because as I say, she just gets 5-5. So I'm hoping that she can get around the corner in front.
Now, it would be remiss of me not to ask you about Carrick-Aldo. So unlucky in the Laurels final, was really gathering up ahead of steam on the corner. Already a classic winner this year, of course. I suppose it's all sights set now on the Winter Racing Festival?
It is indeed. Look at Laurels final, what happened. It was a messy race at the corner, everybody came off sound, that's the whole of it. We gave him a spin here this evening in the sprint. He left his hind legs behind him in the traps, but he's okay. He's only doing a 6:36 up. We're still put 19 seconds on the board, so he seemed to come off okay, so we'll work on that, and please God, in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks time, isn't it? Thereabouts.
It's only around the corner.
It's only around the corner, like, you know, and it's going to be a massive weekend of racing, and look, we're lucky to have it.
You'd like a few more like him next year?
Hopefully, I'm rooting there, but you know, have to work very hard to find one like him.
Listen, David, best of luck tonight.
Thanks very much, lads.
Excellent. Good to hear from David, and good luck with all along his representative here, running out of Trap 1, 11-4 into 2-1. Gets my vote here, and I think a greyhound who's got an excellent burst of early pace. Looks to have a really good make-up. Revillo Ruby in Trap 2, perhaps not that quickly away, and one should have plenty of room. Do you agree, Rose, or are you looking elsewhere?
Yeah, Trap 1 should have a good run off the front here, be running in good class. This is technically a step up. I do give a good chance to Bell's Collar in Trap 3 as well, who has been running AOO and hasn't quite yet got that victory, but could potentially be taking a step down here. He's 0 from 6 so far over in Ireland, but has a 28.61 on its card. A few runs back there. That was back on the 9th of September. Had 6 weeks off between that and its run on the 21st of October, so could keep improving here. Plenty of fitness yet to come. I am with the one here though, all along, who has been running extremely well, going through the grades nicely. I just think, you know, Bell's Collar could be offer a little bit of value. Money for Anne's Wizard here as well for Mate Lee here. Had no luck whatsoever in its last run. Didn't come out too well, and then kind of was lost around a few of those bends. But Anne's Wizard here goes up in class, been running terrifically well previous to its last run, so no wonder where the money's coming from.
Okay, thanks Rose. 11 to 4 into 2 to 1. The money for trap 1 all along, but Bell's Collar looking, as Rose says, the biggest danger to the red box. Keep your notes coming in. It's been a busy week, and you know, for major competitions, not least the Classic on Thursday, and even last weekend with some Cat 1s coming down for decision. Been a busy week at Sheffield, no doubt, yeah?
They're all busy at Sheffield. Every week's busy. You know, it's a bit quieter than I think it'll be next year. We've obviously got a lot of weekend racing to come next year. Obviously been busy at Doncaster, one of my local tracks. Plenty of opens there this afternoon. A few kind of the staying races ready for the BF St Leger that starts there next Saturday. Unfortunately not on the show, but will be good to watch how they go on. I think it's a good slot there, the Saturday afternoon. Fingers crossed they got a few people in to watch some terrific rounds. It was a really good card actually.
Yeah, and British Bred Derby towards the end of the year.
At Sheffield, yeah, the British Bred Derby will be coming up. No doubt we'll be seeing a few familiar faces on the circuit there at Sheffield. Okay, right, that's to come. More immediately is the 7:49 at Shelbourne Park. They've done us proud at the Dublin venue, HQ. They have caught up time. Big stars, a delay to our first race, but we're just a couple of minutes late now, I think, as the 7:49 they are behind the boxes. We'll shortly be going across to Barry Call for the call. All along in Trap 1, we'll go to Trap's favourite. A little bit of support for Now We're Talking in Trap 6, just nipped back into 4 to 1. Flag about to be waved. Let's go to Barry.
And the hares on the move for race 3. The Book Your Christmas Parties bitch opened 5-2-5 in 1 All Along, 2 Ravio Ruby in 3 Bell's Collar, 4 One Love, 5 Anne's Wizard, and out in 6 Now We're Talking. Off fast start out wide by 6. Now We're Talking. 1 goes up strongly on the inside. That is All Along. Plenty of room to operate on. 1 All Along goes on by 2 lengths over 6. Now We're Talking. 2 back in toward Ravio Ruby. Then a battle between 3 and 4 down the far side. Still 1 All Along for Alan Devine, and David Murray has 3 lengths in hand over Now We're Talking, running wide in second place, but closes the gap down to 2 lengths. It's still 1 All Along. 6 tries his best. Her best back in second place. That is Now We're Talking, but still 1 All Along. She's got 3 lengths in hand over 6, who's finishing well on the outside, but All Along she makes all. She beats 6 Now We're Talking with 2 back in third Ravio Ruby. The winning time 28.60. Congratulations to Alan Devine and trainer David Murray,
who we heard from before the race. Well done to David, all along doing the business, owned by Alan Devine. They'll be delighted with the draw make-up. 2 moving off, 1 pacing up. Just got to the bend ahead of Trap 6. Now We're Talking, and that proved crucial, Rose. Yeah, just bossed its way around that first bend there all along. And, you know, Trap 6 did an awful lot of running between the 3rd and 4th bend here. Now We're Talking, but just didn't have enough to say when All Along pulled clear again. A terrific run here. He's now 4 from 9. Just really battled on here when 6 was kind of only 2 lengths behind at this point and looked to be coming with a big run, but All Along really did kick on again. Villa Ruby got an awful lot of trouble at the first bend, ran on well for 3rd in the end. Definitely could be one to follow going down the grades slightly. Yeah. Yep, thank you. 162. I think that's the 3rd Trap 1 winner of the evening. Good if you've got the red in the trap challenge. Let's take you across to Limerick for the 7:57, which will be our next race. The parade shortly underway for Heat 4 in the 2nd round of the Irish St Leger. Shall we show you one of these in action? Let's wait for Parade for Sober Glory is the one we're going to show you. Tell us why you're opposing Sober Glory, Rose.
Willing to take it on. I thought did a fair bit of running last week. I thought would need another look at Limerick. I think we'll qualify. He's 10 from 19, an absolutely phenomenal strike rate, but most of those wins have come at Shelbourne Park. And I just think it is probably better suited to Shelbourne over the 550 trip. over there I think would suit it better than this one. I just thought that a bit of value in trap 2, 10 to 1, I was willing to oppose it. Money with the trap 6, Rye, Hope Beach for Jason O'Donovan, who got loads of trouble last week at the first turn, ran on really well. I just don't think Sober Glory can afford to come out as badly as it did last week, so willing to take it on at the prices.
Okay, who are you going to go with instead?
So a massive price to 2, but I can make cases for a few of these, including DeBold Freddy, who has massively improved for going back to Ireland, it's fair to say here. For Paul Hennessy, it's 8 from 28 and just seems to have found another gear going back to Ireland. Seems to suit these tracks so much better for Craig Day and Vicky Dobson, and can hopefully keep improving. A staying sort, I think, will be running on strongly, very similar to Trap 2 here, Hookham. So if Sober Glory doesn't come away, you've got some very strong stayers that won't be too far behind.
Cool. Good luck to Craig, friend of the show, and to Vicky as well with DeBold Freddy. We're going to show you Sober Glory now. This was on Irish Derby final night. Things didn't quite go to plan during the event itself for Carol Ramsbottom's Sober Glory, but it did on this particular night, final night. Yeah,
came out well here, got a good pitch on the inside and just managed to boss its way around the first bend, held on in the end. This was a good performance, beating a very good, a very good classed field, it's fair to say, but I'm just not too keen on the draw in 3. I think he's going to have to come across the field, and I don't think he's got enough early pace to clear them. Hookham on the inside doesn't have blistering early pace, it's fair to say, but I think could potentially just hold up Trap 3 on the turn to the bend. Very similar with Miss Minnie Holly, who showed good early pace last week to go on and score a huge price of 20 to 1, beating Sober Glory there. I just think that there's plenty to come from a few of these, and Sober Glory for me, just at the price, I'm willing to take it on.
Okay, Sober Glory then being taken on by Rose. I've got to go with Trap 3 to reverse form with Miss Minnie Holly last week. Yeah, I mean, fantastic performance from Thomas O'Donovan's runner, landing that 20 to 1 surprise, albeit very deserved, but perhaps a quicker start from Sober Glory might just see the ground in the white jacket reverse form, but plenty short enough and willingly take it on, and that's exactly what Rose has gone for, and she's going to go with DeBold Freddy running out of Trap 4.
No, I'm with Trap 2.
I beg your pardon, you're with Trap 2 Hookham, right? Okay, in Trap 2, but we gave DeBold Freddy a nice word.
That's the thing.
For Craig.
That's my thing. I can make cases for 3 other dogs in this race, potentially 4, including Miss Minnie Holly that beat Sober Glory last week. So in a race where I've got a 5 to 4 shot, and I can make cases for 4 out of 6 of the dogs to win, I'm willing to take it on at the price.
Excellent. Okay, right. That's why Sober Glory has been opposed. But they are behind the boxes for the 7:57 at Limerick. This is Heat 4, the willwego.com Irish St Ledger top class action here on RPGTV this evening. Very much an Irish extravaganza weekend on Bonfire night, or nights, should be the case in the UK, or certainly is the case in the UK, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Tralee last night and Mullingar and Lifford tomorrow night. Your tracks on RPGTV, and it's Limerick for this race 4. They are pretty much, all loaded, not quite, but won't be too long before we're racing here. The favourite's going to run out of Trap 3. Let's go to Mal for the cause. The flag is about to be waved.
The runners from the top of the card are Miss Minnie Holly, Hookham, Sober Glory, DeBold Freddy, Dramana Dano and Ryhope Beach. Away well is Trap 4, so 2 Hookham, 4 is DeBold Freddy, 1 on the inside is Miss Minnie Holly, looking for a run through, as is Sober Glory. 5 Dramana Dano in the thick of the action and leads going towards the third bend. 5, 1, 3, 6, just covering 3 lengths covering the leading quartet. It's 5 Dramano Dano that has bolted clear now, heading towards the fourth bend. It's Dramano Dano with the advantage. 3 Sober Glory looking for qualification, gets it, as does Ryhope Beach. 29.80 is the time.
Well, it was a rough ride for the favourite, but Rose was right to oppose Sober Glory, and it's Dramana Dano who's landed the spoils for the O'Brien camper. They'll be absolutely delighted, showing good pace up. It was a messy race in the end.
Do you know what? Trap 5 was the only one in the race I didn't make a case for, so it's probably Probably should have bet that one when I didn't make a case for it. But traps 2 and 4 have come out well there, got in each other's way massively at the first turn, along with trap 1 there, Miss Minnie Holly. Trap 3 got a good run round the first bend there, Sober Glory, the favourite, and then was coming with a massive run going into this third bend, but trap 5 ran the third bend extremely well, chopped that Greyhound off. You know, don't get me wrong, Sober Glory was probably the fastest dog in the race there, but trap 5 just showed the early pace and the determination to go on and score, and did it impressively at the end. I think it was a 29.80 performance in the end, so, you know, a decent run considering the trouble.
Absolutely, I'm sure. I know Brian is on the mark at Santa Anita, and I know Brian is on the mark here at Limerick as well. The 804 Shelbourne Park is our next race. Let's go back to Ian.
The Pat Buckley trained Sing-Along Dolly races from trap 3 in the final of the RPGTV Puppy Oaks. Pat is too busy inside, putting his feet up, keeping himself warm. So he sent down his representative, shall we say, James Corden. You're no stranger to this camera. Sing-Along Dolly, she's a really nice type, but flanked by early speed tonight, just needs to be doing everything right.
Yeah, but she's got early pace herself, so look, we're not afraid in this race. So look, we're here, we're happy. She's in great form. And yeah, look, we think she can come away and match to us, so let's hope.
She is in good form in herself. She's been showing the signs that she's ready to do a big run.
Yeah, she ran really well in the first round, where she held off, I think, Droopy's Adele, and she was second to Scooby Countess last week. So look, there's big runs still in her, and hopefully tonight.
Of course, she wasn't in kennel all that long. She was bought into the kennel. She was Dorothy's shoes when she debuted here.
Yeah, it was only, I think, her races before the Puppy Oaks where she ran in the 0-1 here, and Pat liked the look of her, so she's by Droopy Sydney, which helps. So look, she came in for Gilbert Anderson, who's had a few good wishes down the line. So
I was going to say, Gilbert's been a lucky owner for you.
He has, yeah. He had sing-along. Sally would be the most noticeable, and then he had another sing-along bitch not too long ago in the Kirby. I think she did 28.04 or something. So he finds a good one.
Now, if I was to offer you a Sing-Along Dolly victory tonight or a Nottingham Forest victory next weekend, what would you choose?
I am going to it next weekend, so I'll pick the Dolly though. If Pat's watching, I think Dolly.
More like if Emma's watching.
No, hopefully she's in Limerick with 4 dogs, so hopefully they go well down there as well.
Busy night, busy operation, but these are the nights you want to be involved in.
Yeah, definitely. We're all here to win it, really. So yeah, we want to be in the finals.
Thanks, James.
Thanks. Cheers, love.
Oh, that was a tough question for young James, wasn't it? With Nottingham Forest and Sing-Along Dolly, but well done. He's a great guy doing great work, of course, with Greyhound Trader and Premier Greyhound Sales. Good luck to them this evening. The 804 at Shelbourne Park is our next race. Rose, how do you see it?
This is a very competitive race. I ended up going for trap 2. Ballagher Ola, who I thought would benefit from. He's made it being withdrawn from this race here. Showed plenty of early pace last week and could hopefully go first off the front. What definitely going to be one that's up with the pace early doors, and seems to have really taken to Shelbourne Park recently. Feb 22, just had the 8 career starts so far, and he's definitely improving for every run.
Yep, definitely is. Good luck, Rose. And the fact of the matter is that trap 3 being out is definitely going to help the cause of Ballagher Ola running out of trap 2, which is Rose's selection. I'm going to go with Crafty Orlando running out of trap 5 for Shane DeVilly. I think the price of Dramana Dano has just come across 25 to 1. Would that be right? 5 to 4 the second, 11 to 4 the third, 89.71 and £211.77 your forecast and TriCast dividends. Cracking effort there from Germano Dano, landing a big price in Heat 4 of the willwego.com Irish Sin Leisure. Keep your notes coming in, but we're racing soon. The action coming thick and fast at Shelbourne Park and Limerick. I suppose talk of Nottingham Forest draws me to a rare success for Sheffield United today.
It's been a long time coming, and it was one of those where I was dreading, can we actually get to Christmas without winning a game? Luckily we've managed one, and we've now gone from 1 point to a massive 4 points in the Premier League table. It's a big win for us, a very well-deserved one as well after the injuries that we've had, obviously, with Basham, etc. It's been a hard few weeks, it's fair to say. It's been a hard few months, actually, if you're a Blade in general. But yeah, great to have a win on the board. It's definitely been needed for a bit of a booster for the team.
Exactly. Well done. Happy Sheffield United fan. Just to say that race 3 at Shelbourne Park, 162 finish, all along return at 2-1, 4-1 the second, 10-1 the third, £11.60 and £51.35 for your money. Right, 8:04 be our next race, and they are pretty sweet on the chances of Crafty Orlando running out of trap 5 for Shane DeVilly. Went close last time, finishing behind Ballygoor Orla. This is the Sporting Press A1 final. So Benny suggests that we could just have a form reversal here with the orange jacket now favoured over the blue jacket. Very much the rest of them on the slide. Ballina Diva out to 9-2. Infield Road, a little bit of support into 7-1, but Lear's turn in trap 6 now out to 12-1. Looks like as if the last ones are going in for this race 4 at Shelbourne Park. They very much have caught up time. Barry Call is standing by with the call. Vacant trap in trap 3. He's made it. Was an earlier non-runner. Let's go to Barry.
Andy Hare is on the move for the final of the Sporting Press A1 525. In 1, Ballina Diva. 2, Ballygoor Orla. 3 is Vacant. 4, Infield Rapid. 5, Crafty Orlando, your favourite. And 6 is Leah's Turn. Off, good start there by 2. Ballygoor Orla leads up from 5 now, going up well on the outside. Crafty Orlando, 1 goes up the inside but is forced to check, and it is 2. Ballygoor Orla with 2 lengths in hand over 5. Crafty Orlando, the top 2 in the market are 1-2. 1 is back in third, that is Ballygoor Diva, but it is 5 now on the outside. Crafty Orlando for Shane Dively. He picks it up and quickly goes into a 2-length lead over Ballygoor Orla in second place. 6 runs on back in third, Leah's Turn, but Crafty Orlando, he's gone 4 lengths clear over Ballygoor Orla, and Crafty Orlando wins for the 7th time in his career. 6 is second, Leah's Turn, with 2 back in third, Ballygoor Orla. The winning time is a smart 28:47. Congratulations to Shane Dively, and Crafty Orlando win the final of the Sporting Press A1 525.
Yeah, thanks, Barry. The market got it absolutely spot on. Crafty Orlando winning out of trap 5. I think that's 3. Is that 3? Trap 5s this evening. Well done to all concerned. Good show of pace at this stage. It was your selection, Ballygoor Orla, who was cutting a dash, but 5 just looks a real danger off that second bend.
Yeah, absolutely. Was in a good position, just about 2 lengths behind, going into that halfway mark, and just stayed wide, high, wide and handsome there. Swooped around that third bend and really took this lead comfortably. A very good performance. The size difference in these grounds was absolutely phenomenal to watch. Just the £15 between them, but it was a great performance by Crafty Orlando, who swooped round to go on and score.
Yeah, for the 6th time in 16 starts. Looks like it was a 5-6-2 finish to race 4. Time for a break.
I love the footy.
Gotta be rugby.
Golf.
It's the boxing for me.
Anything can happen.
One punch can change it all.
I absolutely love the darts.
I like the Saturday racing, I like the top jockeys, the top horses.
I love the jumps, I love the drama of it.
The Super League.
Everything's just 100 mile an hour.
It's just the whole atmosphere.
Whatever your sport, bet Fred. Check out our huge range of sports markets and daily offers.
Love sport?
Bet Fred.
Available in-store and online.
It's the final straight. Your horse is challenging for the lead. Victory is so close you can taste it. This magnificent animal giving everything for his jockey. And in the last strides, your horse is beaten. Fortunately, with Coral, you'll get a free bet up to £10 if your horse finishes within a length of the winner. Available every day of the season. Coral.
Who you got next?
You know, quite frankly, I think this is taking way too long.
Oh, lad. Who you got walking it all out?
That'll be us, Eric. Give any game an epic boost and get up to twice the prize when you build your odds.
Hey. Who you got?
William Hill. It's who you play with.
Hey, I'm Gary Ashburn, the collectibles guru, and I'm super excited to be here on Sporty Stuff TV every Sunday night at 10 p.m. to share with you my 30 years knowledge and expertise in the world of amazing collectibles. We've got a brand new show for you every week, crammed full of unmissable memorabilia, featuring some of the biggest names in sport and showbiz. So don't miss it, Collectibles Guru every Sunday night at 10 p.m, exclusively here on Sporty Stuff TV.
Welcome back to RPGTV on this Saturday night, the 8:12 at Limerick. We are our next race. This is Heat 5, the second round of the Irish Sin Ledger. One or two familiar names there, not least Deadly Jet, semi-finalist in the Time Juvenile Derby. Mr. Chelm, who was Kildare, ran up in the English Derby last year, and now back with Peter Cronin, who's already had a winner this evening, a runaway one at that, and three's into 5-2. We'll shortly see the parade, and then no doubt we'll show you Nomadic Nova. How do you see this one, Rose?
I ended up going with Mr. Chelm, who I just thought had been phenomenal, been running so well of late, and fingers crossed can kind of keep that form going. Definitely going to be one to watch. I thought had no luck last time out, but you know, I think will go well here.
Okay, Mr. Chelm then in trap 3, Rose's selection. 3's into 9-4. I'm going to go with Nomadic Nova running out of trap 5. A greyhound who absolutely ran amok in its first round heat last week for Graham Holland. Graham had Source Rex win the first heat this evening, looking for a quick fire, not so much a quick fire double, looking for a double on the night, and a very strong running effort from Nomadic Nova, which we will see shortly, beating Sunshine Dream. The time was a decent one as well, 29.75 for Lee Harris though, and Peter Cronin, Mr. Chelm. The money keeps coming for the 3, but let's have a look at the trap 5 runner here. On this occasion though, Rose, running out of trap 6. This was in the first round last week. He's only had the 6 runs, and this was a third success.
Yeah, didn't trap out too well, but showed phenomenal early pace into that first bend. Got a little bit of trouble with the others at the first turn, but followed the lead around into second place here, and just took that challenge up going into the third bend, swooped out wide, and went on to score comfortably in the end by 5 lengths from Sunshine Dream in second place. Had been, you know, having a few trials here recently for Graham Holland, including a defeat to Bockers Crystal, but massively came forward on that run in this performance. I would prefer this ground drawn a little bit further out wide. I think the wide seed just kind of seems to help it get out of the boxes a little bit better, but it's 3 from 6, so you can't take anything away from this greyhound. I am just willing to go with Mr. Chelm, who I think could potentially just have a little bit more early pace to work with, better trapping ability, could hopefully get in front.
Yeah, that will be the plan. If you're backing the white jacket here, they're behind the boxes. Clonbrien, Ollie there, a 5-1 chance. A Deadly Jet, currently 11-4 chance. It's Irish St Ledger time at Limerick this evening. Shelbourne Park, we've still got 2 finals to come. The RPGTV Puppy Oaks, and which I think is €5,000 to the winner, and the €10,000 to the winner, Paddy Maraman Memorial, which was won last year by a certain YI man. Of course, now with Mark Wallace and the MWD partnership, and the same connections have YI Bonnie Ladd running out of trap 3 in tonight's final as well. Right, let's go to Barry.
One, Deadly Jet. 2, Glorious Best. 3, Mr. Shullum. 4, Mystical Messi. 5, Nomadic Nova. 6, Clonbrine Ollie. Very competitive race in store. 3 leads in the early part. Mr. Shullum. 1 is Deadly Jet in second. 2, Glorious Best, and Nomadic Nova in the reckoning as well. At the far stretch, at the halfway point, it's 3, 5, followed by 4, 6, 2, and 1 is the back marker. At the front, it's Mr. Shullum by a length or so from Nomadic Nova. Little between them now as they go towards the final bend. Still, it's trap 3 from 5. Well down the home stretch, heading to the line. 3, 5, close for third. 29.62. Trap 3, Mr. Shelbourne for Peter Cronin.
Well done to Mr. Chelm, doing the business for Lee Harris and Peter Cronin. Second at Ledger, second round success for Peter Cronin tonight, running out of trap 3. I think pretty much from the second bend it was about Mr. Chelm and Nomadic Nova. And fair play to the white jacket, has kept up the gallop all the way to the line, Rose.
Yeah, absolutely. Nomadic Nova's checked to the inside there on the first bend there. Mr. Chelm has slightly ran off down the back. And it did give Nomadic Nova a good run up the inside, but Nomadic Nova just didn't have enough in the tank with Mr. Chelm. We know what this dog can do on the bunny, and the 29.62 pretty much sums that up. A very good performance and pulled away again coming to the line. A really good performance there for Peter Cronin.
Excellent effort, wasn't it? I think 3 trap 1s, 3 trap 5s, 3 trap 3s, isn't it, at the moment? It's going great guns if you want one of those. Let's go to Ian.
Early pace wins the race. That's what they say. Well, the man beside me will be certainly hoping that's the case in the final of the RPGTV Puppy Oaks, because he has Lincoln Legacy. Paddy, this Lincoln Legacy can really run to that third bend.
Yeah, she's very nice early pace now. She always had from her very first trial. She showed it, and she will keep improving as well. She's very young, so we're over the moon to be here in the Puppy Oaks final. Or only 2 races before that, or 3 races before it, where she started off in the Shelbourne unrace stake, the Mustang Jet, and every week she showed what she can do to that third bend.
She was desperate and lucky in that stake, in a sense where she ran into a couple of absolute powerhouses, ones that would normally pick up anything. You know what I mean? In normal circumstances, you're going, wow, we're 3 for 3 here.
Yeah, but she did all she could do every week she ran. So I mean, that was, to be clear, off the 4th bend every night and just not get home was a struggle. But sure. She's done everything she can, so that's where she is.
Conditions aren't as chilly as we thought they might be. That might stand in her favour.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of rain forecast for here today, but it seems to maybe have missed it a bit. But fingers crossed. Look, she has it all to do from the draw, but hopefully she can just pace up and stay straight for that first, even to 50 yards would be a help.
She's next year's bitch.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. She hasn't had a season or anything yet, so hopefully maybe that could strengthen her up as well. And definitely next year is the plan.
You wouldn't swap her?
No, not a chance.
Paddy, best of luck.
Thanks a million, Ian. Thank you.
Cheers, Paddy. God bless you.
Thanks to Paddy, and thanks to Ian. That's the scene at Shelbourne Park for our next race, the 8.19. We'll be on parade very shortly. And this is an important race for you, Rose. You're naptasticking Ballymac Whisper.
Yeah, I think this is very much just a match race between Ballymac Whisper and Lotto 6-1. Obviously, Lotto 6-1 is a much younger greyhound of the two and has been showing some very good early pace, been knocking it over the 600 yards as well. But I just thought that Ballymac Whisper stays this trip out so well over the 5.75, and I didn't think we'll be too far away early doors. Stays on strongly, was a winner of an A1 at Tralee last time out, time before last. Got a lot of trouble last time out, and I think they switched back to Shelbourne Park, where it was a winner back on the 29th of September over the longer distance of 750. I think we'll just be running on like a train, and I think that the has a plenty of scope to pick up quite a few of these.
Okay, a wonderful symmetry in terms of the trap challenge. 3-0, 3-0. 3-0, 1, 3 and 5 doing the business. Just to say that Trap 5, Crafty Orlando, returned a 5-6 favourite. Winning race 4 at Shelbourne Park beat Trap 6, Leah's Turn at 12-1, £14.03 for your forecast there for this 8.19. I'm going to take you on with Trap 6. I'm going to go with Lotto 6-1 for Sean Conway. Finished behind Miami King last time. Pretty consistent sort. We've got some fast wins at Shelbourne Park over 5.25 and 5.75 tonight's trip. So I'm going to go with Trap 6. But big respect to Ballymac Whisper running out of Trap 3 for Rose and Liam Dowling. Liam's already had a winner tonight. That was, I think, a second race at Shelbourne Park. He's looking for the double. It won't be too long before we're racing there. Keep your notes coming in there. Indeed, there is a parade. The 8.12 at Limerick, 13.8 joint favourite, 13.8 joint favourite, 33-1 track for 5.22 and 34.23. So the joint favourites there. Mr. Chelm beating Nomadic Nova. They've caught up. Decent time at Shelbourne Park. Was a slight delay to our first race. They perhaps might just go off a minute or so late for this 8.19, and we'll be back to Limerick for Heat 6, which features the Irish Greyhound Derby runner-up. Bocco's Crystal might just take the beating for Graham Holland. Was beaten by Clonroos Sydney. Can't say that form was franked, albeit Clonroos ran a decent enough race in defeat off the back of a slow start. They'll be heading to the boxes shortly for our next race, which is the GRI Island 575. At what looked a pretty wet Shelbourne Park, but conditions just slightly have improved. Flooding in your area this week, Rose?
Plenty around us. Yeah, we're very lucky that basically just our road turns into a river, and other than that, we're quite lucky. It's been very soggy, it's fair to say, and yeah, very muddy, very muddy. This week. The track, obviously the speedway track's flooded at Sheffield as it always does in the rain, so wellies are an absolute necessity. It's been lovely. It's been lovely. So yeah, I'll be pleased not to see any rain for a few days, that's for sure.
Okay, if it's not the rain, it's the fireworks. This is fireworks weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, that's why. And hope you're enjoying it. We've got an Irish extravaganza here on Sporty Stuff tonight. It is Shelbourne Park and Limerick, and the longer run to the first bend for this 5-7 yard event. Ballymac Whisper now shading favouritism over Lotto 6-1. Rose says it's a match between the 3 and the 6. Let's see how it materialises. Let's join Barry.
1, Droopy's Foremost, 2, Delightful Izzy, and 3, Ballymac Whisper, 4, Highview Warner, 5, Glenlara Blue, and 6 is Lotto 6-1. Off, good start there by 6, Lotto 6-1, 5 moves inwards and now switches back outwards, but it is 6 now, Lotto 6-1, he's gone 3 lengths clear into the bend, over 5 back in second place, that is Glenlara Blue, 4 back in third, Highview 1 on a gap back to 2, Delightful Izzy, but down the far side, Lotto 6-1, he's 2 lengths in hand over Glenlara Blue in second, 4 makes ground, Highview 1 are back in third place, but still has plenty on, and it's 6, Lotto 6-1 for the Lotto Express Syndicate, and Sean Conway still has a length and a half in hand over 5, Glenlara Blue, and Lotto 6-1, he's staying on powerfully, and he's going to make all. Lotto 6-1 wins. He beats 5 Glenlara Blue back in second place with 4 Highview Runner staying on back in third. A winning time, a career best for Lotto 6-1, 13.95, a big run on that track. Congratulations to the Lotto Express Syndicate and trainer Sean Conway.
Excellent effort, really, and from the beat of the bang, it was all about Lotto 6-1, absolutely relishing the long run to the bend. Good show of early pace from Sean Conway's Graham's going to win. As Barry says, for the Lotto Express Syndicate, no joy for Trap 3, a little bit of crowding, but 6 was away.
Yeah, Trap 3 trapped out well, just like the early pace, and failed to clear Droopy's Foremost and Delightful Izzy on the inside. That was race over there for Trap 3, and Trap 6, Lotto 6-1, blazed a good trail on that run to the first turn and never looked in too much danger. Trap 5 here, Glenlara Blue ran a good race in defeat though, it's fair to say here, and will definitely be winning over this longer distance, really coming with a run going into that final bend. But Trap 6 here, wide seeds, but seems to kind of rail well on those straights. Definitely more of a middle for me, but did it extremely well here to go on and score. Trapped out well and ran the trip out strongly.
Thank you, Rose. 6, 5 and 4, potentially the finishing order for our latest race at Shelbourne Park. Time for a break.
At Betfair, every day is a big deal. Jump season has hit its stride, and we've got offers every day. From free bets to super boost, free multiples to extra places, because any day of racing is a big deal with Betfair.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary. Every month we have over 20,000 boosts. Every day we power up the odds on hundreds of bets with Bet Boost. We give you the option to increase your winnings with our incredible winnings boost. And just when you think you can't get better odds, we unleash Super Boost. Check out our boosts and find out why. It's never ordinary at Bet365.
Want to build a bet you want? In seconds, you're on. Combine shots, corners, cards, and more. Plus, with our Bet Builder rackers, combine bet builders across games in football, basketball, and NFL. And place popular bet builders in just one tap. Get a bet builder boost every day. Unibet, you're on.
Welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV on this Saturday night, Shelbourne Park and Limerick. The tracks featured this evening. Our next race will be the 8:27 at Limerick. Let's give you that Shelbourne Park result. The 8:19 Lotto 6-1 returned at 2-1. Beat Trap 5. Glenlara Blue at 7-1. Trap 4 was third at 16-1. £7.14 and £95.56. The first Trap 6 winner of the evening. I suppose not beyond the realms. I could pull one back here with Music Glide Away, albeit my eye is drawn to Bocco's Crystal as the Irish Ground Derby runner-up. And there's also Ballymac Run here, running out of Trap 2, who on this night, 12 months ago, was winning the RPGTV Puppy Oaks at Shelbourne Park. She's running out of Trap 2 in this heat of the Limerick Legend. She won her heat in really good fashion, Rose. So let's show you Ballymac Run, running out of Trap 4 on October the 28th, of course, last week.
Yeah, this was a really nice performance. Shows good early pace, traps out. This is a very similar to what we watched a little bit earlier, just as we came on. Showed good early pace, led round that first bend, and really did battle on here. We've seen this bitch in some terrific races recently. Is 12 from 52. Just has a lovely will to win and always puts herself there or thereabouts. Loves every different track as well. Never seen a track that she hasn't loved. A terrific performance here. Battled on well and went on to score comfortably. I think it was, with a good break like it got last week, I think will put itself definitely there or thereabouts. For me, better drawn in Trap 2 as well, so fingers crossed can use that to her advantage. 5-2 now from 9-2. Big gamble on this lady here. Bocco's Crystal is out to 5-4. She's a very impressive performer, been running so well, staying on strongly, but I just think Ballymac Run has that early pace and the will to win, so Ballymac Run for me in Trap 2.
Trap 2 then, the selection of Rose Draper, running out of Trap 2 in this latest Heat 6 of the Irish St Leger second round. Sarah Kinsella has tweeted, Crafty Orlando winning the Sporting Press IE. Nice picture and interview with, I think, Shane DeVilly winning the A1 final in 28:47. It was a career best. Sarah says, well done to Shane and the DeVilly family. Brilliant ambassadors for our sport. Here, keep those notes coming in. Trying to give you one or two of the times at Limerick as well. 29:62 was Mr. Chelm, 29:80 Dramana Dano and Trinity Junior, 29:55 Bobsleigh Sid, 29:70. And incredible run, 29:27 from Swords Rex earlier, 6 spots off the clock. Well done to social media and to Limerick Greyhounds Stadium. Great feed that. Right, flag has been waved. Let's go to Mal. Well.
Here on the move, Clonturk Bruno, Ballymac Run, Glengar Elvis, Bocco's Crystal, Anna Bailey, Music Glide Away. Good start is made by 3, Glengar Elvis. On the outside, it's Music Glide Away. In between, Bocco's Crystal, Anna Bailey. Off the second, and it's 3, Glengar Elvis that has the lead. Going towards the third bend. In pursuit, Music Glide Away is Trap 6. 1 is Clonturk Bruno and 2 Ballymac Run. Going towards the final bend, just 3 will qualify for the next stage. 3 is guaranteed a run next weekend. 6 and 1 also Music Glide Away and Clonturk Bruno. 29:56 is the run.
Rose are going to pick these up off the second bend. Glengar Elvis landing a double on the night for Pat Buckley. Bobsleigh Sid, an earlier winner. So good early pace. Thought Music Glide Away, a touch unlucky, ran a good race in defeat, but no doubt about the winner.
No, good early pace here, got round that second bend unscathed, avoided the trouble and was very impressive off the front. Glengar Elvis here, definitely improving with the runs, the consistent runs here at Limerick. Is now 4 from 12, a nice strike rate here going into the third round. A terrific run, stays this trip out very well. Definitely loves every yard of this 550 metre trip.
Yeah, definitely. 2 wins already for Team Buckley, and still got Bobsleigh Dream to come. I think Ian's standing by.
Well, I'm with a woman that every time she comes to Shelbourne Park, she seems to leave with a fair bit of silverware. 2 Derby trophies in the last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Jennifer O'Donnell, of course, you have another big finalist tonight. Scooby Countess, a bitch that you told me about before she ran her first race. You thought she was pretty useful. Well, you weren't wrong.
Yeah, look, she's always been a nice looking bitch. She has had very little schooling done, so the whole litter are good. They've all been open class off Scooby Princess, so she was a super bitch herself. So they're a very exciting litter for next year. This year is just about getting them a little bit of experience. Whatever they do this year is a bonus.
A £5 bonus would be nice. You know, she's racing from trap 1. If she traps on terms, I think she's the one to beat.
If she traps on turns, she has a great chance if she can utilise the inside rail, because in a final with 6 railers, it's going to be a tough run to the bend. So if she can get around the bend unscathed, she has a great chance.
Well, best of luck with her. She's one for next year, of course. You do have big plans for her, I'm sure.
Look, we kind of said this year we'd throw her into Puppy Oaks. She might run in the National Puppy Stakes, seeing how she comes out of this. And then next year, our plan is to go, she'll be aimed primarily at the Oaks next year, because myself and Steve have done the last 3 runner-up spots. So we're hoping to break that duck with her. So fingers crossed.
You have one more runner after her this evening. The other Donny, he's got a tough draw on the outside.
Very tough draw on the outside. Very nice pup. Another one for next year. Another one of the Scooby Princess litter. He's a very nice dog. He needs a little bit of experience. He's going to find it very tough tonight from trap 6. But look, he's going to go for the National Puppy Stake and then be put away until next year for the Kirby again. So
if you have a winner tonight, you're hoping it'll be Scooby Countess?
Look, if they all come home safe and sound, and if Countess does the business, it's a bonus. But once they come home safe and sound, they all run to their performance, will be happy.
Well done, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thanks to Ian, and thanks to double Derby winning Jennifer O'Donnell. Our next race is the aforementioned 8:34 at Shelbourne Park, where we've got Runaway Charlie in trap 3. Sawdust Storm was an earlier withdrawal, and trap 3 is Runaway Charlie here. But Scooby Pacemaker representing Jennifer running out of trap 1. We'll try and get some latest odds for you in due course. But Rose, how do you see this 8:34?
Yeah, I think this is a really exciting race to come. We've obviously got the reserve going in trap 3 here in Runaway Charlie. I think this ground has been running pretty well recently here for connections. So fingers crossed goes well again today.
Okay, I'm going to take you on with Clona Curley running out of trap 6. For Graham Hollands, only had its 3rd start.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's just trap 3 has just gone off the form on Graham Bet as well.
I think this is an issue actually, because I had originally, and I pretty much gave out Sawdust Storm being a non-runner and the trap vacant, and then suddenly I see Runaway Charlie.
But there is a trap 3 on parade.
Some confusion
Someone
ahead.
just showed a trap 3 on parade there.
Some confusion ahead of this 8:34, the Christmas group nights out. So let's show you one of these though in action, which is Scooby Pacemaker. For Jennifer O'Donnell, you just heard from her. We're going to show you this greyhound finishing behind Miami King, a good winner.
Yep, this was a really nice performance. It was 4 to 6 on this occasion. This was a good performance here in trap 1. Runs on very strongly here. Goes over this 550 metre trip very well. Was a winner over 575 in September. And this was a very impressive performance here. Not beaten all too far here, only a length in the end. Ran on extremely strongly here, just couldn't quite pick up the lead in Miami King.
And finishing second, though, a pretty game second nevertheless for Scooby Pacemaker, running out of trap 1 once again here. They're heading for the boxes, so hopefully it won't be too long before we are racing. In terms of the betting, it suggests that Scooby Pacemaker and Clona Curly in trap 6 will dominate this race, but time will tell. A little bit of support for Ballymac Vida. It looks as if we have a full quota here, so apologies for the confusion.
It's going to be fun next year, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's going to be fun next year.
We are in the dark as much as you guys are, but 6-4. Right, the Runaway Charlie was originally given as a reserve for the 904, but it runs in this 834. Is in trap 3, that is correct. Flag about to be away, Barry with the call.
And the hares on the move for the Christmas Group Nights Out Open 550. In 1, Scooby Pacemaker, 2, Ballymac Vida, 3, the reserve Runaway Charlie, in 4, Simon's Cap, 5, Glorious Tom, and 6 is Clona Curly. Off, good start there by 2. That is Ballymac Vida, but there goes 4. Simon's Cap showing good early pace on the outside, but still 2. Ballymac Vida holds a length lead into the first bend. 4 around the outside. Simon's Cap of 1 back in third place. A bit of traffic back in the rear of the field involving 3 and 5, but down the far side, Ballymac Vida for Liam Dowling has 2 lengths in hand over Simon's Cap, the outside. Scooby Pacemaker the inside, but still 2. Ballymac Vida still holds that length lead. 1 tries to bully his way up the inside of 4. Simon's Cap, but it's still 2. Ballymac Vida 40 outside. Simon's Cap up towards home. It's close. Oh, possibly Simon's Cap gets there for Des and Mary Gilbert, but will send it to the judge. Very, very close. A terrific contest nonetheless. A photo finish between 4 and 2, but first I think possibly Simon's Cap on the outside.
Well, it was an eventful race pre-race. It was an eventful race itself because trap 4, Simon's Cap, looks like it's come through to land the spoils. Clona Curly, a little bit of an eye-catcher off a slow start. Rose 2 was pacing up Ballymac Vida. The eventual favourite should say the favourite looked to be in a decent enough position off that second bend.
Yeah, just had no room to kind of manoeuvre between the third and fourth bends. But trap 4 there, Simon's Cap, of getting up, has done it extremely well here. Was a previous winner over this course and distance back in September. But at this point, you're kind of thinking that one's sitting pretty after we watched that VT. We did see Simon's Cap in that VT as well, finishing 4th. And once one gets across the rail, you think it is home and hose, but Simon's Cap runs on extremely well here. It is close on the line, but it looks like 4 has maybe just edged it.
OK, we'll confirm that result after a break.
Who you got to work with when your eyes are closed in the forest? Who you got in your pocket? Super! And on a cold and wet Tuesday night, who you got?
William Hill, it's who you play with.
I can look at 12 horses and the form all at once. Come on. The app is my paddock.
Once the race starts, we don't bother with cheers in our house.
When the race is on, I try to remain calm. If it's possible to love a four-legged beast and a wee tiny man sitting on top of it, then I love you!
Boost your racing odds at ladbrokes.com.
At Betfred, we want betting to be safe, so we have a range of tools to help. You can set a deposit limit to control your spending. Reality checks are there to remind you how long you've been playing. And if you need to take a break, you can set a timeout whenever you like. For more help, speak to our shop staff or visit betfred.com. Betting should be fun and friendly, so please remember, gamble safely.
This is Tommy, a 4-year-old large boy who has been with us at the Brighton Retired Greyhound Trust since January this year. He's very loving and friendly, as you can see here. He can be quite strong on the lead, but is really a gentle giant. If you're interested in homing Tommy, please contact the kennels.
Well, that's the scene at Limerick ahead of our next race, which will be Heat 7 of the willwego.com Irish St Leger, which looks a pretty decent race. Clonbrine Treaty in even money chance. Just to say, little bit of housekeeping to do. The 9:04 race 8 at Shelbourne Park, just to confirm, that will be a 5-runner affair. Lily White Queen in trap 3 is out. That trap will be vacant. We were given some wrong information about Runaway Charlie, who ran in the previous race, but Lily White Queen is out, so that race will be a 5-runner race. 8:34 at Shelbourne Park. Let's confirm that. 4-2-6, 7-1, 9-2 and 6-4 favourite. 56.36, £116.24. Right, how do we see this one? Rose Clonbrine Treaty, I think was he the Kirby Memorial winner, running out of trap 6, takes the beating in my opinion here, as was the case when he absolutely hosed up in his heat last week, which will be the VT that we're going to show you here. Clonbrine Treaty on the 28th of October, running out of trap 6.
Yeah, this was a tremendous performance here. Didn't fly out the lids, but just showed that terrific pace up to the first bend. A really impressive performance. Just a 9-length victory in a time of 29.51. A very classy performance, 5 from 9 around Limerick. And with those sort of strike rates, especially in the class it's been running in, I'm willing to go with Clonbrine Treaty, who is such a classic greyhound for Graham Holland and the Murphy family. So fingers crossed will go well again. Just beautifully drawn greyhound on the wide outside.
Okay, that's pretty unanimous in terms of the selection for our next heat of the Irish St Leger, running out of trap 6, a warm order, albeit just on the slide. Clonbrine Treaty 5-6 out to 11-10. Droopy's Bro in trap 1. Bit of support for Mert Leahy's runner in the red jacket. As there's support now for Ballinabola Una as well, and Pat Buckley's had a pretty decent night. Ballinabola Una running here. We've still got their defending champion Bobsleigh Dream to come in our very next heat as well. How do you see the danger to trap 6, Rose?
I think it's probably is trap 4 for me, Ballinabola Una for Pat Buckley. 6 from 16, still a youngster, December 21, was very impressive last week. Actually recorded 29.50, so 1 spot faster than Clonbrine Treaty in the first round. Well drawn here. If trapping well, could be a bit of a danger to Clonbrine Treaty leading, but for me, Clonbrine Treaty just has the all-round class. Ballinabola Una is going to be one to follow, though, I would think. Only a young bitch, a daughter of Burgess Bucks, I think can definitely keep improving.
Okay, thanks. It's a cracking lineup for the 8:42 at Limerick. I think anyone who remembers the 28.08 that Clonbrine Treaty clocked when winning the Kirby Memorial, no doubt will be all over trap 6. You know, 1 or 2 reverses since then, but seems to have got a decent run of form going as Clonbrine Treaty, winner of now of 8 races from 23, and as you just saw in the VT from the first round, in tip-top form heading into this Irish St Leger, looking to repeat the dose here. Flag about to be waved. Mal Keaveney standing by with the call.
1 Droopy's Bro, 2 Blackstone Lacey, 3 Gaytime Hugo, 4 Ballinabola Una, 5 Ballygur Bale, 6 Clonbrine Treaty. Away Best is trap 4, Balnabola Una, but now Clonbrine Treaty in the outside is worth a watch, and going on nicely is the Kirby champion. It's trap 6, Clonbrine Treaty. 1 is Droopy's Bro in third. In between we have 4, Balnabola Una with that good clock from last weekend. It's 6, Clonbrine Treaty that leads by half a dozen lengths from Balnabola Una. Rounding the final turn, it's 6, 4, 3 and 2 will be close. 6 is there to win. 29.42. Clonbrine Treaty.
It's a second round heat winner for Graham Holland after Swords Rex. One of his big guns, another of his big guns has landed the spoils. Was out-trapped by Balnabola Una, but a surge to the bend. Absolutely has fallen in love with Limerick as Clonbrine Treaty rose. Brilliant in the first round, equally in the second round, albeit fair play to the runner-up for the Buckleys, has run a great race.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think Clonbrine Treaty has shown that class between the first and the second bends and asserted really well. But trap 4 there, Balnabola Una, yet to turn 2 years old, a month left in its puppy career, and to kind of run Clonbrine Treaty down to what, 2.5, 3 length defeat, I think is absolutely phenomenal when he's kind of had the run of the race like he's had. A terrific performance there by the first. It was close back in third, but it was a good win there for Clonbrine Treaty. Good to see, you know, more wins here. And he's now 6 from 10 here, 60% strike rate here at Limerick.
Excellent, thank you. Well done to Clonbrine Treaty. Right to the Shelbourne Park, 8:49, the first of tonight's finals, the Paddy Maraman Memorial, A1 525. Let's go to Ian Fortune.
In terms of prior experience, Short Grip is certainly the one that's proven in the final of the RPGTV Puppy Oak. She was runner-up in the Juvenile Derby not too long ago. Sean Kokeman knows how good she is. She's a very special lady, Sean.
She's very special there now, but she wants a lifetime bitch to come, like, you know. But it's great to have her in the final, another final again, and we're so looking forward to it again, like, you know.
When you get a good one, you hope that they're good at the start, you hope that they say it out the trip. She does it all. She's a great starter, she's early, she moves down the back, she stays on strongly. We saw her getting so close to Droopy's flight line in the final of the Juvenile Derby. Like, you must have turned down some offers for this lady.
Oh jeez, yeah, so many offers, and we're very happy to get all them offers, like, you know. But as we always said, we got for breeding, and we kept keeping her for breeding. But it's a real privilege now to get all them offers and all over the country, Ireland and England, like, you know. But it's great to have her, and a lot of people would like to have her as well, like, you know. But sure, listen, she's once in a lifetime, and it's great when you have one of these. It's great to get one, like, you know. So we're delighted, like, you know.
You were telling me off camera that, you know, last week she just probably wasn't quite herself. You say she's in better form now.
Yeah, she's a lot better form this week, and listen, thank God it happened last week and it's not this week now, but listen, hopefully, you know, she'll run well, and it's all about trapping tonight and getting out in fun tonight now. But listen, we'll take it what it is and get home safe tonight, and that's how I want.
You take a 2-length lead off the second bend?
I would, yeah, I would love that. But listen, it's great now to be in this another big final, like, you know, and top 6 top pitches, like, you know. But it's great to be there again, like, you know.
Just due a little bit of luck.
A little bit of luck now, but please God now, but she's very near getting it last about 3 weeks ago on the Puppy Derby by a better dog, but it wasn't too far away from her. But if she repeat that performance, she'll be very close tonight. Like.
Win, lose or draw, you've got a special one for next year.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Thanks a million.
Yeah, good luck to the time Juvenile Derby runner-up, Short Grip, and the Kokemans there. Trap for Short Grip running in the RPGTV Puppy Oaks 525 final. But this is now the parade for the Paddy Maraman Memorial A1 525 final. We will show you a couple of VTs, time permitting, for this 8:49, where the betting suggests that Uncle Tom and YI Bonnie Lad, along with Mustang Fever, it's a competitive affair. The inside traps could just hold sway, and Rose, you're with the red as your MB.
I am indeed. Mustang Fever, we'll have a little look at it after the parade, but I thought it was so impressive last week. Came home very strongly. I thought just had a beautiful draw on the inside to work with, and the draw inside Uncle Tom I thought would definitely go in its favour. We're going to have a look at Uncle Tom in a moment. We're going to have a look at his run last week, qualifying for the final from Trap 4 here. This was a really impressive performance, beating my man Sam and Point of Rescue here. Uncle Tom in track 4, came out nicely, got across to that rail and never looked in too much danger. Scored by a length in the end for Maraman Sam, who run on extremely well after some early crowding here from trap 6. Better drawn for me in trap 4, Maraman Sam. It could be a bit of a value bet here at 8-1, but this was an impressive run by Uncle Tom. 2-1 now. Very impressive on the night, 28.50. The second heat semi-final winner was Mustang Fever, again from trap 4 on this occasion. Ran on extremely well after some trouble around that first turn. Came off the best of that trouble, followed round in third here and just picked up the pieces near the line. Is bred to stay out of Mustang KC. Only Jan 22, still a puppy until January next year. This is its first victory here, but couldn't have come at a better time here for Sean Burke and Paul Hoig. I think is a very classy greyhound who will definitely keep improving. Went on score by a neck. My selection here, I just think the draw inside could hopefully just keep Uncle Tom, keep on Uncle Tom's shoulder here and go on to score late toe.
OK, the red jacket for Rose, Mustang Fever in this Paddy Maraman Memorial. I'll take you on with trap 3, YI Bonnie Lad for Martin Langley. They won this final last year with YI Man, of course, has since transferred across to the UK, won the Derby Plate as well. So it's a good event, the Paddy Maraman Memorial. €10,000 to the winner. First of 2 finals at Shelbourne Park tonight. Rose Draper's MB is Mustang Fever in trap 1. Flag about to be waved. Barry Call with the call.
Paddy Merriman Memorial, A1 525 in, 1 Mustang Fever, 2 Uncle Tom, 3 YI Bonnie Lad, 4 My Man Sam, 5 Hot Rod and 6 is Point of Rescue. Away we go, flying start there by YI Bonnie Lad, already leads by 2 from 1 Mustang Fever, who's in a good position in second place. Then we have 6 Point of Rescue. We have a race on, it's 3 YI Bonnie Lad with a length and a half in hand over Mustang Fever, 3 lengths back to 6 Point of Rescue, and then comes 2 Uncle Tom into the third bend. YI Bonnie Lad, can he shut the door? He does slightly. It's still 3 YI Bonnie Lad, Mustang Fever, she will come again, but YI Bonnie Lad for Martin Langley, he's all out up front. Here comes Mustang Fever, but YI Bonnie Lad hangs on. He beats 1 Mustang Fever back in second place with 4 My Man Sam back in third. The winning time 28.34. Massive congratulations to Martin Langley and trainer Rob Gleeson.
Tremendous effort, wasn't it? What a buckle between YI Bonnie Lad and Mustang Fever, but lightning has struck twice. Well done to Martin Langley. They landed the spoils with YI Man last year. Robert Gleeson and Martin linking up with YI Bonnie Lad. Great start, great show of early pace, and it was race on, Rose.
Yeah, it came out extremely well there, showed good early pace. Trap 1 was in a dangerous position here, Mustang Fever going into that third bend, but Trap 3 just showed that benefit of a bit of experience here and now has a 50% strike rate. Just closes the door where Mustang Fever comes to make a challenge at that third bend. Mustang Fever has nowhere to go. YI Bonnie Lad pulls on again, but at this point you're still thinking Mustang Fever is going to rally and come again, but YI Bonnie Lad pulls on again, coming close to the line and goes on to score comfortably in the end. No danger here. Very impressive performance. Starts and stays Feb 22. Definitely going to be one to keep an eye on. Could potentially be like last year's winner.
He's had a cracking year, hasn't he? Drew up his flight line at the time Juvenile Derby. They've got a runner in the UK Oaks final as well, Robert Gleeson. Well done to him. Right, time for a break.
Final stone of these championships.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary.
That's not bad at all.
We believe every sport should be epic.
Berlin.
So whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
And here's today's favourite, number 4, First to Feel Rain. And you can see why, Gina.
He hasn't got the most attractive head, but he has an impressive turn of foot for his size.
He must be 20 hands at least.
Just loves the big occasion.
featurette stud, Gina?
Not sure, Matt. Unlikely to be wanted for breeding. Worthy favourite, Matt?
Definitely the favourite, Gina.
Even the Irish will back this English banker.
Don't feel like a punter, feel like a favourite with great offers on the Paddy Power app.
Want betting on the horses to be anything but flat? With an app that impresses every time out. You're on. Want to watch live streaming of races in the UK, Ireland and around the globe? You get a chance to win even bigger with 3 Uniboosts every day on any horses you want. Unibet, you're on.
Hey, I'm Gary Ashburn, and I've been working in the world of collectibles and memorabilia for over 30 years. I'd love you to join me every Sunday night at 10 p.m. for Collectibles Guru, where we showcase awesome items from the worlds of sport, music, TV and film. You'll hear the stories behind the genuine signatures and get a front row seat into the world of sport and showbiz. So tune in every Sunday night at 10 p.m, only here on Sporty Stuff TV.
Hands up time, Hobbsy. Yep. YI Bonnie Lad did win the Paddy Maraman Memorial, but it wasn't YI man who won last year. He was in the final. It was won by undulation for the Matthews family. So apologies to those guys. They won't worry. I'm just going to sack my researcher. But I'm going to re-employ him because he's a good egg. Hands up anyway. Right, well done to YI Bonnie Lad. Let's take you to Limerick for the 857, which is our latest St Ledger heat, which features the defending champion, a real star of the track, Bobsleigh Dream. And I have to say, Rose, I'm slightly disappointed. I made her my lay because I thought she's a 3's-on chance in my book. 4 to 5. We can't be having this. I mean, she's an astonishing performer. Brilliant performance last week. You're going to see this. You're going to be treated to something very special. If you catch Ian in midweek, he would have showed you Bobsleigh Dream doing the business and some, because this was I think one of the performances of the year from the greyhound who won the Cesarewitch last year. That's the parade done for the 857. Let's show you Bobsleigh Dream last week. Watch this.
Yeah, an absolutely phenomenal performance. Was badly forced to check on that run to the bend, nowhere in the picture basically on that second turn, and comes home so strongly to lead near the line. Goes on to score by a length in fact, and just that pace going into the third bend, absolutely electric. So exciting to watch, and you could even say potentially has some value, offers some value.
Not half. Yeah, absolutely. Look, I kind of thought that, albeit she was short, and I always go for the shortest shot that I can find generally, but Beeper's Lariat in Trap 1 has got plenty of pace, and she's still going to have to do things the hard way, I think, to win. The kennel's in great nick. They've had a couple of winners tonight, a second as well. So good luck to Bobsleigh Dream. Looking to defend that title, and I think she's obviously got every chance. But look, forced to make a selection. I'm going to go with Beeper's Lariat in Trap 1 for Jack Kennelly. Young trainer, of course, going great guns and into 7-2. Looks a good draw. I thought a tough draw in the heats. Behind Clonrufe Sydney, running out of Trap 4. One's a little bit more like it. And, she's not huge pace with Trap 2. Yes, she's got phenomenal gears, Bobsleigh Dream, but you wouldn't see her sprinting to that first bend. And maybe that just gives the red a chance. Groucho's Vixer, one that's come in for money. Have you got a quick email, or do you want to give it breathing space, or what have we got? Ben
Green's just been in touch. Paddy Power and Betfair Exchange had the Trap 3 as vacant in the 834 at Shelbourne, but a reserve ran. So where do people stand that had a bet in the race, thinking there was 5 dogs winning, but it was actually 6? It was a mistake. We're not quite sure who made it. We think it could potentially have been SAS. Speak to your bookmaker.
Yeah, argue your case.
Yeah, Runaway Charlie was due to run in our next from Shelbourne as a reserve. Will obviously no longer be running again as a reserve. But yeah, a little bit of mix-up as to what race it was going to be running in there.
Yeah, I'll argue your case if you feel that you've been wrong. So absolutely, battle away. Right, the 857 at Limerick. Mal with the call.
We're in traps. Beepers Lariat, Bobsleigh Dream, Groucho's Vic, Millridge, Levi, Churchtown Sid, Chiro. The champion is trap 2. Doesn't break well. 1 does. Beepers Lariat and will lead. Bobsleigh Dream is going okay along the inside rails, but headed now by Groucho's Vic. It's 1-3-2-5. Well down the far stretch, and Beepers Lariat leads them into the penultimate turn. Here's Bobsleigh Dream, and Groucho's Vic is in third. 3 of these will qualify for the quarterfinals. Beepers Lariat is 1. Bobsleigh Dream is 2 around the outside. Coming towards the line, 2 and 1. 2 possibly. Bobsleigh Dream, Beepers Lariat, Churchtown Sid. 29.68 is the time.
Cracking run from Bobsleigh Dream. Game run for Beepers Lariat for young Jack Kennedy. They'll be delighted that they're in the next round. But, you know, she just ducked to the rails and gave herself an excellent chance, albeit the runner-up has run an absolute stormer off the front.
Yeah, Beepers Lariat has come out well, showed good early pace here to lead around that first bend. Trap 3 Groucho's Vic has just avoided that bit of trouble around that first bend, gone round in second place here, but Trap 2 Bobsleigh G just showed that terrific pace going into the third bend yet again and switched to the outside to come home and pick up the pieces here. It was close, but Bobsleigh G, another impressive victory here by her.
It certainly was. Well done to Bobsleigh Dream and to Willie Joe Murphy, the defending champion. Does enough to win Heat 8. Right, I think we're going back to Ian.
Well, I decided to interview someone that would actually talk more than me, so I found Damien Matthews rattling around, but he also happens to have a finalist in the RPGTV Puppy Oaks. Rushy Meadows, Damien. She's a bright young prospect. You bought her for next year, I assume.
Yeah, really, and it was next year we purchased her for next year in mind, particularly the likes of the Kirby and the Oaks and things like that. But the Puppy Oaks came up in Shelbourne, and for a bit of experience I just threw her into it and just delighted to be in the final.
She was an absolute belter last week. She's only beaten the length by Lincoln Legacy. She's coming forward every night.
Yeah, I would expect her to come forward. It's a fantastic final. You know, the 6 top class bitches, they all want the inside. It's going to be a real rush to the first bend. Scooby Duchess done nothing wrong last week, and she's probably going to take the beating along with Short Grip, but listen, we're there, and you know what finals are like.
You're a student of the game. What's happened over the last 4 or 5 years with all these bitches, it's just been unbelievable.
Well, Aaron probably has been blessed with bitches of late. You know, the breeding figures aren't as probably buoyant as they were, but the quality is just phenomenal, and tonight is no different than any of the other Puppy Oaks that we had recently. So it's a great upward trend.
Yeah. Well, best of luck with Rushy. Hopefully she does the business for you tonight. But otherwise, you're eyeing up bigger targets next year.
Yes. Listen, it's just the way this is fallen. I'd like to thank Racing Post TV for getting involved and sponsoring it. You know, it's nice to be here in Shelbourne Park before Christmas with a major event, and thanks very much.
Thank you, Damien.
Great to hear from Damien there in conversation with Ian. Good luck to Rushy Meadows running out of trap 2 in the RPGTV Puppy Oaks final, due off at I think 9:19. Right, our next race will be back at Shelbourne Park. We've got some interesting fluctuations in terms of this race, Rose. We were told that trap 3 is a non-runner. There might be a runner in trap 3, so just hold your horses there. I think trap 6, Be My Standard, might take the beating running out of trap 6. How do you see this? Albeit, just be aware that we might have an additional runner here that we weren't aware of.
You couldn't write it. You honestly just couldn't write it. I'm going with Cool and Mary on the inside here. And I think he's got a good draw on the inside. He's been running on really well here at Shelbourne Park. Had a bit of a break from June to October. I think should come forward for that rest, and only in August 21 is 2 from 6, so fingers crossed goes well. If Bonkers Yonkers is running, its last victory came here at Shelbourne Park on the 13th of October. This was a really nice performance. The winning time of 28.59. That was a good run there. Drew clear from the halfway mark, picking up the pieces from a few of them. An impressive race, beating Burgess Bolger in the end in that AO class.
Yeah, and Bonkers and Yonkers, I think, ran in the Juvenile Derby, didn't it? So Very useful sort running out of trap 3 has come in then for Lily White Queen. By my stand running out of trap 6 for Ollie Bray, as a greyhound who's been running at Mullingar recently in I presume the Fair Warrior over 400, and now in trap 6 for the Kinsellas. As I think an excellent chance of cutting loose out wide in trap 6. I'm going to go with the 6. Have you got something else that has dropped?
Yep, Keith Montague's been in touch, dear Hobbs and Rose. What a bitch at Crayford in Lugill Jess, bringing its record to 15 wins from 17, with 14 from 14 at the Crayford venue. Should have been 15, but because of a void race, it couldn't be. All Connections should be proud, and what a cracking card it was this morning, with so many trial stakes for the gold collar and even a marathon race. Pity this meeting will be no more from January, going to just the one Saturday afternoon meeting. Nice to see the good racing from over here tonight in Ireland. All thanks to the Guy Fawkes celebrations, fireworks and welfare of the dogs are always paramount. Thankfully not so many over here this year. We could be seeing more Irish Fair in 2024, with SAS having to juggle its schedule with 4 entertaining tracks leaving for TRP. Yeah, I think the schedule's out, isn't it, for next year? It looks different, to say the least.
Yeah, all
definitely
change.
A bit of a mix up there. You know, obviously losing sort of the likes of Monmore, Romford, Hove and Crayford there. It's...
Yeah, it all changes in 2024. Right, just to say, 5 to 6 favourite in the end, Bobsleigh Dream Return. It was a 2-1-5 finish, 5.54, 24.93, 4 to 1 the second, which was Beeper's Lariat. That was our latest heat of the Limerick St Leger. Will be back to Limerick soon. The third round field now known for next week, but the 904 will be our next live race at Shelbourne Park. I can only apologise for the confusion that exists. Bonkers in Yonkers running out of trap 3 instead of Lily White Queen. Information that hadn't been passed to us, but we believe that trap 6 is favourite. Being my standard flag about to be waved for this AAO Christmas party at the Dogs. 5-5. Barry Call with the commentary.
Here is on the move for race 8, the Christmas party at the Dogs. Open 5-2-5, 1 Coonach Mary, 2 Ballynew King, in 3 the reserve Bonkers in Yonkers, 4 Burgess Darcy, 5 the Quiet Sid, and 6 is By My Standard. Off, good start there by 6 By My Standard. 2 goes up well, Ballynew King, and it is Ballynew King who leads for Mary Gilbert by 3 lengths over 1 in second place. Now Coonach Mary for Barry Clancy, but 2 Ballynew King has a length and a half in hand over 1 Coonach Mary. Then we have 3 the reserve Bonkers and Yonkers, and 6 By My Standard back in 4th place, but still 2 Ballynew King. He's 2 lengths in hand over Coonach Mary in second place, who tries to go up the inside off the last bend. Ballynew King, here comes Coonach Mary behind, up towards home. Ballynew King, he's got to make all a fine double on the card for Mary Gilbert. 1 runs well back in second place. Coonach Mary close for 3rd between 3 and 6, but a good winner there, Ballynew King for Pat Flanagan, Stuart Kenny, and a double for Mary Gilbert. Winning time 28.60.
28.60 for Ballynew King. Blue very much the colour there for Pat Flanagan. Well done to him, with Ballynew King winning for the 3rd time in 7 starts. Broke really well, outgunned them, rose into the first bend. 1 or 2 of them giving chase. 6 on the outside was Crowded, Be My Standard. And the red, Coonach Mary, has run a good race in second, but it was all about the blue.
Yeah, it was a terrific performance there for Mary and Skippy Gilbert. Came out well. Trap 6 trapped well, just lacked a little bit of early pace into that first bend, but Trap 2 ran a very good first bend there. There was dangers coming in, closing in behind. But it was Ballynew King who kicked on again close to the line. A terrific performance there. Was unfortunately knocked out of the A1 competition last week, but a good performance here to go on and score 1 and 3 there. Coonach Mary and whatever trap 3 was in the end ran on extremely well for 2nd and 3rd.
Assume Bonkers in Yonkers. Right, well done to backers of trap 2 there. Right, we're going to go back to Ian. He's got the celebrations for the Paddy Merriman Memorial. It's all about Y.I. Bonnie Ladd and of course Robert Gleeson and Martin Langley.
Well, you'd think with a Geordie accent and naming his dogs Y.I. man, you'd expect him to be a Newcastle fan, but no, he's an Arsenal fan. No look into football, but Martin Langley, you're after winning the Paddy Merriman Memorial, €10,000 with a dog with serious early speed.
Yeah, he got out tonight and that was it really. The red ran him down last week, but luckily he's managed to hang on today, you know. So I'll take that over losing in the football, you know.
You were saying you had YI man in this final last year. Of course, he's been sold across the water. He's running very well over there. This fella mightn't be sold too quickly.
No. There's another stake on the 18th. I think we'll probably go for that, and then we'll go from there. Robert's in charge of that.
It's great to have one with early speed. When you were getting the early flight this morning, you were praying for that start.
Oh, just want them to get out and lead round the first bend, and then it's game on, isn't it, from there? So over the moon, absolutely over the moon, brilliant.
Tell me about your own involvement in greyhound racing. Where did it happen? How long's it been?
I've had dogs with Robert for probably 10 years or so now. Had some decent ones as well, to be fair, but keep it in the crossbar. This is the biggest winner that I've had, so hopefully we can keep going, you know.
Martin, well done. Enjoy the success.
Thanks again. Cheers, mate.
Don't blame us about football results, please. There is a very I'm not so happy Arsenal fan, but nevertheless he's happy with his greyhounds. Well done to Martin Langley, who does the business with YI Bonnie Lad. Success in the most lucrative race at Shelbourne Park tonight, the Paddy Maraman Memorial. Right. The 9:12 at Limerick will be our next race. We've finished now, done and dusted with the Limerick St Leger, the Irish St Leger. This is now the Book Your Christmas Party. It's not that far away, is it? We've got a favourite Rose running out of trap 2. Ballymac Shawnee currently trading at 11 to 8. Just to say, Cara Moore Coco was due to run out of trap 4. That was replaced, and reserve Bling Bling Paul does run in the black jacket.
Yeah, the recent winner at Limerick, back end of August, over this distance in an impressive fashion as well here. They're in a time 29.86, just a line of form there for Bling Bling Paul. But for me, I am going with the favourite here, Ballymac Sheeny, who has been running very well. Just not getting too much luck in running, but this seems to be a step down in class to what it's been up against recently. Had a month or so off. The kind of most of October, had a trial back, did an 18.92, a reasonable run here at Limerick for the sprint. I think Shelbourne Park for the sprint, goes back to Limerick here. I think should go well, runs on very strongly. I think we'll just benefit from this drop down in class here.
Okay, keep your notes coming in. We're into the last hour of this special Saturday Irish extravaganza. In fact, an Irish extravaganza of a weekend. Tralee stepping into the breach last night. Mullingar and Lifford tomorrow night as well. Just a reaction and a switch in the schedules because UK racing pretty much curtailed due to fireworks weekend, bonfire night, etc. Which has meant we've had the luxury of watching the Limerick second round of the Irish St Leger and a couple of finals at Shelbourne Park tonight. The Paddy Maraman Memorial final, which has been won by YI Bonnie Lad. And we had still the RPGTV Puppy Oaks to come. Trap 2 holding favouritism, a 6-4 chance in this next race. I'm going to go with trap 2, Ballymac Shawnee to land the spoils for Liam Dowling's. Already had a winner on the card earlier. Good luck with how you see it. Lockhill King, though, the one for money, running out of trap 6 for Michael O'Donovan. Was just touched off at Kilkenny last time, but looking to blaze the trail out wide, Rose.
Yeah, definitely will be trying to show that trademark early pace here, and plenty of money means that people think it will. Was a good performer at Kilkenny last time, led early doors, but just didn't quite stay out that 5.25 yards. Steps back down in distance here. A recent winner over the 550 metres. Had a spell on the sidelines, but came back with a bang here, winning quite well. We'll need some running. We'll benefit from consistent races, so fingers crossed will go well. And I clearly think today's the day it's going to get back on the winner's podium.
Okay, thank you, Rose. You're with which one? You with?
I'm with the 2, yeah.
You're with the 2. Ballymac Shawnee. We're both with trap 2, but the money for trap 6, Lockhill King. This is race 9 of 11. They're going to show you at Limerick this evening, 555 yards. Limerick and Shelbourne Park to come. How many races we've got? We've got 3 at Limerick and I think 3 at Shelbourne Park. 3 leading the way, trap 3 leading the way in terms of the trap challenge. Rose will be sleeping on the train, I think. It's been a long old day for her as we go off to Mal.
Don Allen, enjoy the night. Druppies Frida, Ballymac Shawnee, Mill Road Victory, Bling Bling Pole, Old Bill, Lockhill King. 550 yards is again the trip. 5 isn't away well. 4 is, which is Bling Bling Pole, has the advantage at the bend. Going on now is trap 4. 2 is second, Ballymac Shawnee. 3rd is Druppies Frida, 3rd. Going well down the far stretch, heading towards the second bend from home. And Bling Bling Pole leads from Ballymac Shawnee, looking to slip into the lead and does so, hitting the final turn. 2 in front, which is Ballymac Shawnee. Mill Road Victory alongside, going towards the line. 4 is there to win. 30.08, Bling Bling Pole. 30.08, the clock.
Success for Bling Bling Pool, the reserve greyhound running out of trap 4, who lands the spoils here. It was a battle with Ballymac Shawnee, eventually the greyhound in the black jacket, who broke well. 2's run a decent enough race, but 4 got to the first bend in front, and that proved crucial.
Yeah, absolutely. Trap 4 got away unscathed at the first bend. Trap 6 got the worst of the trouble there, Lockhill King. But Trap 2 looked to be in a comfortable enough position here, Ballymac Shawnee, going into that third bend, but just didn't have enough left in the tank. And Bling Bling Paul really did just pull away again to score a comfortable victory in the end, and ran the track extremely well, edged off going into that final bend, which is more than likely what won it the race. Managed to get away from Ballymac Shawnee, who was sitting on the shoulder, and pulled clear in the end. It was a really nice run there by Bling Bling Paul. See, sometimes reserves do win.
Yeah, they certainly do. Bling Bling Paul wins for John Meehan. Well done to him. Let's go back to Ian.
Racing from trap 5 in the final of the RPGTV Puppy Oaks is Druppies Adele, bred in the purple. So too is her handler, Ian Riley. Druppies Adele, she's got an awful tough draw tonight.
Yeah, very tough, Ian, yeah. Lovely bitch, we're thinking an awful lot of her now, but yeah, the draw is a bit of a nightmare, to be honest now. And she is a bang rail, the bits we've seen of her, so want to do well now. She'll have to come out and get across. I don't know how she's going to do it, but
it's one of those finals you're going to need to bang out anyway, no matter what box you're in, so you just hope that maybe a little trouble on the inside and she could skip around.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, there might be a bit of jostling, and she's only been out in 3 once and she did come straight in, so I'm not sure what she'll be like in 5. She might trap, hopefully she'll trap better, she has to trap better anyway and get across, yeah, that's all you're hoping for, but she should run well now. If she does get a run, she will run well, She's got a big engine, she's from a good family, she is certainly one to look forward to. Yeah, she's very well bred, she's a King's Shearing bitch, yeah, good, they're good dominant, everything about her is good. We do think she's a good bitch going forward the next year, and yeah, definitely looking forward to hopefully just get through tonight.
Her mother was a juvenile derby finalist a few years back. She's a sister to Broadstrom Bono, am I mistaken?
Yeah, no, we've a dog, Droopy's got her, the dog broke his hock last night, a real good dog, he'd be a half brother. So no, it's a great line now, they're very good, yeah.
How outside of her, many about you at the moment?
Yeah, we've a few, we've Billy Young has run a few graders in Mullingar. We've about 6 or 8 kind of decent dogs coming up here, so yeah, no, we're tipping away nicely, yeah.
Winter Racing Festival coming up soon, you eyeing up something with Droopy's Habit maybe?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. We've heard down with the new dog Jatara as well, so there's 1 or 2 there, maybe hopefully this one tonight she might surprise us.
I've asked a couple of men earlier on tonight, you'd take a 2-length lead into the back straight?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, no, I'd be happy with that.
Well done, Ian, best of luck.
Lovely, thanks for Ian, cheers. All right,
thanks to Ian, and thanks to your man Ian as well. Ian Riley and Ian Fortune. Right, the 2 Ians doing the business, and we are counting down to the 9:19 at Shelbourne Park, which is the RPGTV Puppy Oaks. We've got a couple of VTs to show you. The first of those is Scooby Countess. Let's go though to the parade for the 9:19. As you can see them there, we're going to show you in due course Scooby Countess and Lincoln Legacy. This is the big final rose. We've had the Paddy Merriman. This is the RPGTV Puppy Oaks 525 final. Won last year by Ballymac Run for the Downings. How do you see the final?
I'm with Trap 1 Scuba Countess, who we just saw go through the shot there. We will have a look at her tremendous victory last week. A huge price of 6-1 last time out when he went on to score in the semi-finals. We will be showing you that a little bit later. We are going to have a look at the remainder of the runners though, but Scuba Countess for me is going to be the selection for Jennifer O'Donnell. It is 1 from 4 here, but I just think it's been running so well in defeat. And finally got that victory on its card, and I think he's well drawn in Trap 1 here.
Well drawn is Scooby Countess, says Rose. Jennifer O'Donnell, the trainer. We heard from her earlier. It's been a cracking 2023 for the kennel, and they're looking to, well, land another major title. I've gone for a little bit of a sporting nap with Droopy Zidell, but the first one we're going to show you is Scooby Countess, winning its semi-final last week, running out of Trap 2, Rose, beating Sing Along Dolly.
Yeah, trapped out nicely here, got across to the rail at that first bend and really did just kind of boss it out here at the front. It was a good tussle here going into the kind of third bend, battled on nicely. A good performance by Sing Along Dolly to qualify in second place here. Really did run on strongly, only beaten 2 lengths in the end here, but Scuba Countess for me just battled on so well and pulled away yet again close to the line. I think if trapping like that will go very close. The second of the semi-finals was won by Lincoln Legacy. This was from Trap 2 on this occasion. Big switch into Trap 6 here this evening though, but trapped out nicely to get round that first bend unscathed for Patrick McGee. Held on near the line with Rushy Meadows really coming to challenge late on, was challenging, coming really quickly into that third bend from Trap 3 on this occasion. A really good tussle between the two of them, but it was Lincoln Legacy who held on near the line despite some really fast finishes closing in second and third.
They were the semi-finals of the RPGTV Puppy Oaks. They're behind the box. It's €5,000 to the winner. Scooby Countess for Jennifer O'Donnell. Rose's selection in Trap 1. My Sporting Nap for Droopy Zidell, trained by Ian Riley for the Dumfies. Good luck to James Corden and Gilbert Anderson. Sing Along Dolly. We heard from James a little bit earlier. Pat Buckley's had a good evening at Limerick. 3 winners, I think, in a second, looking to land the big race at Shelbourne Park tonight. We heard from Damien Matthews. Good luck to those guys and to the Kokermans and to Lincoln Legacy for Pat McGee. Flag has been waved. Let's go.
Rushy Meadows. 3 Sing Along Dolly, 4 Short Grip, 5 Droopy Zidell, and 6 is Lincoln Legacy. For the Puppy Oaks final. A good start there by 4 Short Grip. There goes 2 up the inside. Rushy Meadows around the first bend, and it is 2 Rushy Meadows who slips around in front for Brendan Matthews, closely followed by 3 Sing Along Dolly. Then we have 6 Lincoln Legacy and 4 who's in a slight bit of trouble there. Short Grip, but down into the third bend. It looks a 2-dog race, and it is 2 Rushy Meadows with a length in hand. 3 switches to the inside. Sing Along Dolly. What a buckle we have up front. 2 the outside, 3 the inside. 3 Sing Along Dolly just proving the stronger. Here comes 2 with one more effort, but 3 Sing Along Dolly hangs on for Gilbert Anderson, and Pat Buckley beats 2 Rushy Meadows back in second place. 28.44 the winning time. A thrilling contest, but well done to Gilbert Anderson, Pat Buckley and Sing Along Dolly.
What a race, what a buckle. It has gone to Sing Along Dolly, who's won the RPGTV Puppy Oaks 525 final, but only after a thrilling duel with Rushy Meadows, looking to land back-to-back wins in the event for Team Matthews. Going into the bend, the blue just had the edge.
Yeah, Blue just had the edge there. Trap 1 and 6 both missed the break there, but Trap 3 ran a very good second bend to get up alongside Rushy Meadows here, and these two tussled it out here. Didn't know which way to go here, Sing Along Dolly. Trap 2, Rushy Meadows was just edging it off and switched to the inside Sing Along Dolly and managed to pick up the pieces here. A very, very exciting performance by Sing Along Dolly. A November 21, just turned 2 years old, lightly raced, only having its 10th start here when going on to score the RPGTV Puppy Oaks final. Tremendous performance, battled on well, but Rushy Meadows here too. Definitely one for the notebook here. Battled back, just couldn't quite get back in lead.
Yeah, absolutely. They've gone on from Short Grip and Droopy Zidell, who had tough draws to overcome but ran pretty respectable races. But what a buckle. Well done to Sing Along Dolly. Well done to Gilbert Anderson and to Pat Buckley. Time for a break.
who you got to work with when your eyes are closed in the forest? Who you got in your pocket? Superb! And on a cold and wet Tuesday night, who you got?
William Hill, it's who you play with.
I can look at 12 horses and the form all at once. Come on. The app is my paddock.
Once the race starts, we don't bother with cheers in our house.
When the race is on, I try to remain calm.
If it's possible to love a four-legged beast and a wee tiny man sitting on top of you, then I love you!
Boost your racing odds at ladbrokes.com.
At Betfred, we want betting to be safe, so we have a range of tools to help. You can set a deposit limit to control your spending. Reality checks are there to remind you how long you've been playing. And if you need to take a break, you can set a timeout whenever you like. For more help, speak to our shop staff or visit betfred.com. Betting should be fun and friendly, so please remember, gamble safely.
This is Tommy, a 4-year-old large boy who has been with us at the Brighton Retired Greyhound Trust since January this year. He's very loving and friendly, as you can see here. He can be quite strong on the lead, but is really a gentle giant. If you're interested in homing Tommy, please contact the kennels.
Welcome back to RPGTV on this Saturday evening live action from Limerick and Shelbourne Park. Our next race will be race 10 at Limerick. It is the 9:27. Mysterious Angel, a 5-4 chance favourite. Just to confirm, that Sing Along Dolly in Trap 3 has won the RPGTV Puppy Oaks at odds of 9-2. Has beaten Trap 2 at 16-1. Trap 4 was third at 2-1, £69 at £165 and 55 pence. Well done to Sing Along Dolly, a semi-finalist in the Time Juvenile Derby. He's progressed to win the RPGTV Puppy Oaks for Pat Buckley and Gilbert Anderson, but fair play to Team Matthews with Rushy Meadows. What a race. Right, we draw breath and race over 750 yards rows for the Go Greyhound Racing Novice 750 stakes semi-final. 2 750-yard semi-finals to bring proceedings to a close at Limerick. How do you see this?
I ended up going with Happy Hours on the inside here.
You like those, do you?
Absolutely. Absolutely, unfortunately, don't have time for one of those before the train. But Happy Hours here on the inside. Mysterious Angel is one of the only, which is one of the dogs that's been running a higher grade, but Happy Hours for me has been showing plenty of pace down the back. He's yet to win a race, but I think this step up in trip, it could find itself closer to the front this evening, and fingers crossed can just stay there. Stays the trip out very well over the 5.25, and I think is kind of crying out for this step up in distance.
Okay, good luck there, Mysterious Angel for me. It's missed it last time, but it's as you say, it's a case of most of these stepping up in distance, and the orange jacket could just be too much for these to cope with. What's your plans for the rest of the weekend?
I'm in the kennels at 7 in the morning.
Lovely, good.
Yeah, working tomorrow. Tomorrow night off. Monday racing, Tuesday racing, Wednesday in the kennels, Thursday racing. Yeah, busy always.
Absolutely, very busy. Any news on Emma and Podge? What's going on?
Podge is swimming like a trooper.
Good.
Yeah, ready for his return to racing. Shouldn't be too long now before we start hand slipping, etc. He is running about in paddocks, he's swimming, he's on the walking machine, so yeah, he's really been worked. Emma is yet to come in season. She is over in Ireland ready. She's yet to come in season. Fingers crossed it will be any day now. And hopefully, you know, we get some puppies soon. But no, really pleased with Podge, how he's progressing. Definitely seems to be coming forward, you know, every day, and massive improvement from him recently. Good to hear. Fantastic performer, Puppy Classic champion for Team Draper, and he's on the road to recovery, which is great. Right, it's a far side start for the 9:27 at Limerick, 750 yards. Myself with 5 and with 1. Been in the traps a long while, so hope it likes it in there. Okay, Rose with Happy Hours in the red box. I think the flag about to be waved. Let's go to Mel.
Happy Hours, Rathfella, Ella, Knockbone, Sarah, Bright Pickle, Mysterious Angel, Thundering Peggy. Here coming up towards traps. Good start near side by Happy Hours from 3, Knockbone, Sarah. 1 is Happy Hours, 3 is next, then it's Rathfella, Ella, trap 2. Going very wide off that turn. Heading towards the line, 1, 3, 2, 5, 6, 4, full circuit to go into the third bend, and Happy Hours continues to set the pace. Mysterious Angel is showing improvement along the rails and now leads. 5 goes on from 1 and 3, followed by 2. 5, Mysterious Angel is the leader. This is the second bend for the finish. Happy Hours is 3 lengths down on the leader. Mysterious Angel beginning to come back is Happy Hours. It's 5 and 1, little between the pair as they head down the final stretch. A length to the good is trap 5, 5, 1, possibly 6 up for third. Mysterious Angel. The time is 42.77.
There was plenty happening, it should be said, in the semi-final of the Go Greyhound Racing Novice 750 stake. It was an interesting race because Happy Hours, I think, for a moment thought that probably she'd done enough. Yeah, this was a good break by Happy Hours here. Trap 4 was forced to check at that first bend there. That was Bright Pickle, but it was Trap 1 who ran off wide there. It straightened up going to the line, and I think this crowd thought that it had the race won here because we're not used to this, but seems to have stopped for the trip at this point here where the trip would normally be in Ireland, and then all of a sudden regains itself. Trap 5 goes clear, Mysterious Angel, and well, Trap 1 just sets off and wow, shows plenty of pace coming home. A few of the others, they were just strung out like the washing from this second to last bend, and I don't know what's happening behind between 2 and 4. That would far too far back to see what's happening there, but a good performance by the 2 in first and second there. Thanks, Rose. 5 beat 1 in our latest race at Limerick. Right, the last train is not quite waiting, but it pretty. I think about half an hour's time. We're going to say good night to Rose. She's heading back to South Yorkshire ahead of this 9:36. So when you next in? I think it's the end of next week. End of next week. Okay, safe journey back to God's own county. And as happy blades as well. Right, so going to give you that Limerick result, the 9:27, 5 beat 1 and 6, 11 to 8 favourites, 7 to 2 and 8 to 1, 7.95 and 29.14, 9:36 to Shelbourne Park's our next race. Highview Splash, a red hot favourite. We're taking a break. Let's go.
Who you got to work with when your eyes are closed in the forest? Who you got in your pocket? Super! And on a cold and wet Tuesday night, who you got?
William Hill, it's who you play with.
I can look at 12 horses and the form all at once. Come on. The app is my paddock.
Once the race starts, we don't bother with cheers in our house.
When the race is on, I try to remain calm.
If it's possible to love a four-legged beast and a wee tiny man sitting on top of you, then I love you!
Boost your racing odds at ladbrokes.com.
I love the footy.
Gotta be rugby.
Golf. It's the boxing for me.
Anything can happen.
One punch can change it all.
I absolutely love the darts.
I like the Saturday racing, I like the top jockeys, the top horses.
I love the jumps, I love the drama of it.
The Super League.
Everything's just 100 mile an hour.
It's just the whole atmosphere.
Whatever your sport, bet Fred. Check out our huge range of sports markets and daily offers.
Love sport?
Bet Fred.
Available in-store and online.
Welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV on this Saturday evening, part of our Irish extravaganza, Shelbourne Park and Limerick, the tracks we're featuring this evening. 9:36 at Shelbourne Park will be our next race. We've got a red hot favourite running out of Trap 1. Now more about that race in due course, drawing your attention to the result on screen for the 904. Plenty of confusion about this particular race. In the end, it was Trap 2, Ballynew King, who landed the spoils, landing a double for Marie Gilbert, running out of Trap 2, returned 100 to 30. Second was Trap 1, which was Coonuff Mary. And in the end, a Trap 3 runner did appear. It was Bonkers in Yonkers, the reserve greyhound. It was a 2-1-3 finish, 20.50, £64.30. If it was an issue for you, take it up with your bookmaker. Right, the Highview Splash is the greyhound we're going to concentrate on here. Time Juvenile Derby finalist. This was its semi-final performance on the 23rd of September. Running out of Trap 2, showed a good burst of pace to take it up off the second bend, or certainly to challenge off the second bend, and down the far side came through to win very well by, 4.5 lengths in the end from Droopy Zelda. It's a fantastic time, 28.04. No joy in the final behind Droopy's flight time of Robert Gleeson's, but nevertheless a fantastic effort from Trap 2 in the semis. Drawn in Trap 5 in the final. The Juvenile Derby clearly was a negative, but back in towards the rails, you would suggest that Highview Splash takes the beating here. A 4-7 chance at the moment. It's going to get my vote here. Of the others, Fade Point Jet running out of Trap 2 for Patricia Flanagan, greyhound who missed a break last time, but did stay on well behind Deadly Style. Remember, we will be back to Limerick for their last race, the 9:43. Graham Hollands had a pretty good evening. A couple of winners with some big guns, Swords Rex and Clonbrien Treaty, both winning at Limerick. He's now got the greyhound in Trap 3 for Dave and Nicola Firmiger. Romeo Kingpin running out of Trap 3, 5 wins from 9 starts. It won't be too long before we're racing there. A tweet came from Sarah Kinsella in conversation, I think, with James Corden. Well done to Team Buckley, says Sarah. Who's spoken to James, who's delighted with Sing Along Dolly winning the RPGTV Puppy Oaks at Shelbourne Park in 28.44. And as Sarah says, it was a great race, a great buckle between Rushy Meadows and Sing Along Dolly. That was the Puppy Oaks final. Surely we're heading for the boxes. They are behind the boxes. Hopefully we'll be back to Ian Fortune in due course, getting some reaction to our latest final there. Highview Splash now the one for money. 2's on the ground in the red jacket. Takes the beating to frank the Juvenile Derby form. A little bit of support for Romeo Kingpin. 7's into 6-1. Reminder that it is Mullingar and Lifford tomorrow night. If you're enjoying your Irish racing this weekend, there is more to come tomorrow night. Of course, it's an early start once again for Jason and Carl with Doncaster and Harlow. I think it's a 10 a.m. start, isn't it? I think it is anyway. The boys will be up bright and breezy in the morning, but a flag just about to be waved. Let's go to Barry.
Christmas parties like no other. Open 525 1. Your favourite Highview Splash 2. Fate Point Jet 3. Romeo Kingpin 4. Stories Law 5. A lot of other news, and 6 is the other Donny. Way they go, good start there by 5. A lot of water news on the outside. 4 goes up well. Stories Law, 1 on the inside. Highview Splash around the opening bends. It's tied up front between 1 the inside. Highview Splash, who forces his way to the front for favourite backers. Highview Splash goes on for Dolores and Jerry Merriman. Quickly opens up a 3-length lead over 5. A lot of water news. Then we have 4 Stories Law, but Highview Splash, he looks a potential star, and he's already gone 4 or 5 lengths clear of lot of water news. A big night for the Merrimans. It's Highview Splash for Dolores and Jerry Merriman. A facile winner of race 10. He beats 5. Lotto Other News back in second place with possibly 4 Stories Law back in third. The winning time, fastest of the night so far, 28:14.
Excellent effort, 28:14 from Highview Splash. Facile, very much the right word from commentator Barry Call this evening. This was a cracking success for Jerry and Dolores Merriman's Highview Splash, justifying or vindicating or franking the form of the Tyne Juvenile Derby. Semi-finalists had a tough draw in the final, back towards the rails, in fact next to the rails, and has won the Christmas party like no other. AA0525 in as Barry says, the fastest time of the night, 28:14, running amok from the remainder. In behind, Lotto Other News running a big race of Sean Conway in second, I think joined for second, in fact possibly passed the second by Stories Law of Mert Leahy's, but no danger and doubt about the winner because Highview Splash has done the business. Right, let's go back to Ian Fortune catching up with winning connections in the big race.
Well, they say the expression is better to be born lucky than rich. I'm not sure about the rich part, but he's certainly a lucky owner, Gilbert Anderson. All the successes you've had in recent years, of course with Sing Along Sally especially, but here we are now, Sing Along Dolly, following in the footsteps.
It's just it was a great achievement tonight. I'm absolutely over the moon. Like Sally, I don't think anything I'll ever get will replace Sally, but Dolly's done a good job tonight to go that little bit farther.
A stellar field tonight, like she's taking on some real quality, but she is real quality herself. This lady's still coming forward, who knows where she could go.
That's the thing with her. We really don't know what we have got there. She'll still come forward a bit more, hopefully, and she's got so much early pace, and that race there was full of just early pace, and she had to get out, and she was coming from 3. I think she suits 2 or 3 rather than the 1 box. I was happy with the draw, to be honest with you, last week when she got drawn 3, and so yeah, it's just been absolutely brilliant. I flew over today full of optimism and it's paid off. Good job, something else.
Our 2 major finals tonight, both trophies are going back across the pond.
Good grief. That doesn't happen too often, though, Ian, does it? Let's be honest.
Of course, you mentioned Sing Along Sally. I believe she's heavy in pup.
She's heavy in pup with Sydney, and hopefully middle of November we should have a few pups on the ground off of her.
So between Dolly and Sally and all the pups, should you be surrounded by champions?
Oh, I only hope. I hope so. Put it that way.
I believe you could be off to Galway now for the Galway Oaks.
I think that's where we're heading next, to Galway Oaks. That'll be the next step for her. Hopefully we'll see how she goes, and she's come off well tonight. So yeah, hopefully that'll be the next place.
More things to celebrate. Best of luck, Gilbert.
Thanks ever so much, Ian. Thank you.
Well done, man. Thanks very much. A very happy man beside me, Pat Buckley. You're just telling me you think that's your first Puppy Oaks.
Yeah, it's the first Puppy Oaks in. Been years trying to win it. Tough one to win. It's a prestigious one. It's one that we just wanted, and she's done it for us. She went great.
When you're buying one, you look for a bit of early speed, you look for back straight pace, but you also look for a bit of determination. And this lady has it in spades.
Yeah, I liked her in her first race and second race. She showed plenty of guts, and she's by the right sire, and she ticks all the boxes for me.
You've got some great owners and some lucky owners. Gilbert is one of them.
Yeah, he's a great owner. In fairness, like when we picked her up between us, and when he goes to buy one, he buys one, and he puts his money down, and he's gutsy. But he's lucky, and he punts as well, and he had a good bit on her today, and I was delighted for him.
You keep her busy?
Probably. It's hard to know what to pick out for now because she's the wrong month. She'll definitely be here for Night of Stars anyway. After that, we'll just make a plan for next year. We hope she'll probably come in season then and bring her back for next year.
Plenty to look forward to.
Absolutely, yeah. She's lovely type.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, lads.
Thanks to Ian Fortune, and well done once again to Pat Buckley and Gilbert Anderson there in conversation, celebrating the success of Sing Along Dolly. Interesting to hear about Sally, isn't it, with Droopy Sydney. What a match made in heaven that is. Right, Limerick, the 9:43, which will be our next race. In fact, our last race at Limerick this evening. We've got one more race to show you at Shelbourne Park before we call it quits this evening on what has been a rather busy and eventful night here on Sporty Stuff TV. Bright Tamara just about shading favouritism in the lucky last. This is the parade. You can see trap 1 just going past, which is at Bright Tamara for Mary Lynch. Running out of the red jacket, out of the blue is Rathani Smasher for Larry Keane and Derek Law. Good luck to Derek. Flying Diva will run out of trap 3 for Kathleen Walsh. Trap 4 will be Tom Flanagan's Trembling Gloria, owned and trained by Thomas. Jackal's Prowl runs out of trap 5 for Patrick Leahy, and Ballyelan Stand for Kathy Scanlon, running out of trap 6. I was going to go with trap 1, missed it last time, but over 5.25. This is one of the runners, in fact all of them, stepping up in distance for this novice 750-yard stakes. The stamina very much taken on trust, and I think as we saw in the previous semi-final, with the red-jacketed runner just pretty much stopping tracks or holding tracks at the pickup before running on strongly. So beware in this lucky last race at Limerick. Stick with us. We've got tomorrow's headlines today coming in the RP, and one more race at Shelbourne Park, 7-2 into 5-2. The money keeps coming for the red, albeit Trembling Gloria. Some support for the black-jacketed runner, who was also staying on well over 5.25 last week. So suggestions that the extra metres, or extra yards I should say, should suit the ground in the black jacket. Reminder that the Fair Warrior will continue Mullingar tomorrow. We at the semi-final stage, I think. Lifford as well. It's been a real success on RPGTV. And will be featured once again on the show tomorrow night. Doncaster and Harlow, though, kicking off things in the UK for Jason and Khan. The tracks tomorrow morning. It's a 10 a.m. start, part 1 of the Sunday service. And don't forget those, I think, official trial stakes for the RPGTV Puppy Derby, and some absolute red-hot races there for the Puppy Derby trial stakes at Toaster tomorrow afternoon, again on the show. 3 parts of the Sunday service, but as you can see, they're very much boxed away for the 9:43 at Limerick. For the final time, we're going to go to Mal, who's done some sterling work tonight. Let's go to him for the 9:43.
The runners are Bright Tamara, Rathani Smasher, Flying Diva, Trembling Gloria, Jackal's Prowl and Ballyelan Stan. Well away is number 3, Flying Diva, followed by Bright Tamara, number 1. 4 is Trembling Gloria. This is the second bend. Long run now with a circuit to go. Heading towards the line, it's 4, 3, 1, 6, 5 and 2. 4 on the outside, Trembling Gloria, challenged by Bright Tamara. A little between the pair, it's 1 in front, which is Bright Tamara. Second is Trembling Gloria, followed by Ballyelan Stan in third in the stripes. The red jacket has the lead, which is Bright Tamara from Trembling Gloria. 1 from 4, and then a break back to third place Ballyelan Stan. They're rounding for the home turn now, stand side at Limerick. It's 4-1, going to be tight for third. 3 is there. Trembling Gloria, 43 seconds is the time even.
Thanks to Mal Keaveney. That wraps up Limerick this evening. Chance to see this replay for the Go Greyhound Racing Novice 750 Stakes semi-final. It's a victory ultimately for Trembling Gloria. At this stage it was Flying Diva who cut loose. These greyhounds, all of them stepping up in distance and tackling 750 yards for the very first time. Very much stamina taken on trust, but the market got absolutely spot on. The 2 greyhounds that were supported were track 1, Bright Tamara, who took it up around the top turns there for Mary Lynch, and looked at this stage to be going on to land the spoils, but fair play to Trembling Gloria. Proved the stronger ultimately for Tom Flanagan, winning for the second time in 18 starts. His daughter of Romeo Recruit and Trembling Juliet coming home in front of Bright Tamara. I presume they will go head-to-head once again in next week's final of the Go Greyhound Racing Novice 750 Stakes. Well done to the Flanagans. winning the lucky last at Limerick. Looks like a 4-1-3 finish. Right, one more race to come at Shelbourne Park, but time for tomorrow's headlines today. We're going to kick off with King Memphis, a selection of Phil Donaldson in open check. King Memphis, who ran so well in the puppy collar at Oxford, only beaten by Longfellow. He goes once again in the Puppy Derby, the trial stakes, official trial stakes. That's in the afternoon. Cat Island, I think, also selected there by the Duck. In the evening, it's very much a case of the Fair Warrior at Mullingar. In fact, it is the final of the RPGTV Fair Warrior. And Pavilion Fire is the selection, the Irish TV tips. Good news and bad news out of Sunderland. I think I know where we're going to go there. Swift Iconic sets the standard in the heats of the Arc Classic, but I think bad news for Lynx Maverick, who will be off for the remainder of the year. Not as serious as perhaps it could have been, but nevertheless will be out of action for the rest of the year with a shoulder injury. But some good news from Crayford this morning. Another brilliant performance from Lochiel Jess. Picture Dave Lee there. Should be very proud because it's an incredible unbeaten run at Crayford. I think it's 15 now, isn't it? So, right. The 9:51 Shelbourne Park will be our lucky last day. We've got a red hot favourite, Delrow Duke, out of Trap 1. But I think we're going to go back to Ian.
As we look ahead to the finale here this evening, one of the dogs that the punters will be looking to latch onto is a very talented greyhound called Delrow Duke, racing in the red jacket in the finale. Pat Guilfoyle, we spoke a little bit to you earlier on, but Delrow Duke, this is a real prospect. Like, he's a dog that's gone 28 seconds here at Shelbourne Park. Yeah. That says it all. Yeah, he's a very special dog, a very rare talent, you know, so he'd be up there, the explosive body, the good news, that type of league, you know, he has that kind of ability. So really, I suppose he's a dog for next year, but we will give him a race or two before the night starts and run him one of the races there, provided he stays sound. But he's freakishly fast and lovely temperament. He has everything about him. He has no faults. He's a beautiful, beautiful dog. I think the world of him. So, look, he hasn't raced for a few weeks, and it's a tough race there tonight. He's well drawn, but it's a good race. Ballymacfin is in it there, and so is you know, there's plenty of other ones there as well of good form. So it's a tough race, but I like him a lot. So I think he'll be a lovely dog next year. This is your dog. You can plan your campaign next year. You're talking Easter Cup, perhaps a Champion Stakes or a race of champions, but like it's Easter Cup and Derby basically. It is. It's those type of Easter Cup, maybe the race of champions in Tralee, Dundalk International, those type of ones. A similar Pat, probably the year Explosive Bike came back for his second season. They're very similar type of dogs in ability and character and everything else. So yeah, and he's a son of good news as well. So yeah, we like him. So yeah, something like that. Provided he says sound, of course. Yeah, well, best luck with him, Pat. No bother, lads. Thanks very much. Thanks. Cheers. Once again, thank you to Ian Fortune this evening. Pat Guilfoyle talking about the chance of Delrow Duke. Let's show you Delrow Duke in action. Going to take you back to the heats of the Time Juvenile Derby, September the 1st, running out of Trap 2, and it was a rampant effort really from Delrow Duke, this son of good news, of course, starred in an Irish Derby final for Pat Guilfoyle out of Burgess Sarah. Delrow Duke only a September 21 and doing the business in 28.01, a phenomenally fast effort from the greyhound in the blue jacket on this occasion. Gets the red jacket tonight and backed to land the spoils in this lucky last, the Connect 6 leg 6 AAO 5-5. No doubt a good crowd at Shelbourne Park tonight. HQ building up to a busy Christmas period, no doubt, and good to see the track on RPGTV tonight along with Limerick. And just a reminder that very much firework stroke bonfire night, pretty much the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, has meant it's very much an Irish extravaganza this weekend, which kicked off last night with Toaster and Tralee. Not so much Toaster, but Tralee. And then tomorrow night is Lifford and Mullingar, but we're kicking off in the morning with Doncaster and Harlow. The 9:51 at Shelbourne Park, though, will be our last race. They are heading to the boxes. Barry Callers done a sterling work at Shelbourne Park in the commentator's box this evening. In Fortune doing the interviews. Top team across the water. Won't be too long before we're racing for the final time this evening. Back tomorrow morning. Seven Beach on the slide. Came in as a reserve for Secundia. That's one that thankfully the correct information was passed
on. But as I say, if you've got a dispute, then make sure you follow that up from a little bit earlier. 1 or 2 reserves coming in, much to our confusion. Right, they are behind the traps and the loading process will be pretty much underway. Just a minute or so late. We did have a delay to our first race at Shelbourne Park, to be fair to the track. They have caught up in great style. Ballymac Finn in trap 3. Runner-up in the 2022 Irish Derby for Liam Dowling. Great to see him on the card. Perhaps not the force of old, but nevertheless running out of trap 3 in this last race over 525 yards. The flag has been picked up, shortly be waved, and we will go over to the final time tonight to Barry Cool.
Andy Hare is on the move for the final time here this evening at Shelbourne Park. In 1, your favourite Dale Road Duke. 2, Let's Go Bubbles. In 3, Ballymac Finn. 4, Ratdown Molly. 5, Foggy Bottom. And 6, the reserve, 7, Beach. Racing, good start out wide by 6, 7 Beach. There goes one up the inside, Dale Road Duke, and it is Dale Road Duke who shows devastating early pace to lead on the corner. Dale Road Duke with 2 in hand over the reserve 7 Beach. Then we have Ballymac Finn back in 3rd place and Ratdown Molly back in 4th. But down the far side, Dale Road Duke is setting a scorching gallop. 15.82 to the 3rd bend. 6 meets trouble there, falls back through the field, and it's out 3. Ballymac Finn chasing Dale Road Duke, but Dale Road Duke a stunning 3rd bend sectional, and he crosses the line, tying up slightly. Ballymac Finn runs on well in 2nd place, and back in 3rd it's 4, Ratdown Molly. The winning time 28.29. Some compensation on the night for Pat Guilfoyle. Congratulations to you and Tom O'Keefe. Dale Road Duke takes the last.
Thank you to Barry. Great work this evening, and he's called home the jolly in the lucky last. Favourite backers delighted, and what a flawless performance from Trap 1. Dale Road Duke for the O'Keefes and Patrick Guilfoyle. You heard from Pat in conversation with Ian in the build-up to this race, and the greyhound who starred with that juvenile derby heat success in 28.04 has franked the form and some. Not too sure what happened to the reserve greyhound 7 Beats, going really well at this stage. Looks to make just have brushed the rails, and at first glance looked maybe something was amiss, but just lost its stride, but kept on running on. So hopefully everything is okay with 7 Beats. But no doubt about the winner. Dale Road Duke wins the lucky last. It's a 1-3 finish. Good to see Ballymac Finn run a decent race in 2nd for Liam Dowling. Confirming that trap 3, that was Rose's selection. She'll be delighted winning the trap challenge. The white jacket doing the business. I'm not too sure Tina went for the white. Did she on Saturday night? Maybe she did, actually. You can make sure you get the result on Greyhound Bet. Just a reminder that in 6 minutes time the darts kicks off here on Sporty Stuff TV. I'm going to bid you a good rest of your Saturday night. Good night.
Racing Post Greyhound Television, brought to you in association with Bet365.com, Betfair, Betfred, Coral, Ladbrokes, Paddy Power, Unibet, and William Hill.
This is Tommy, a 4-year-old large boy who has been with us at the Brighton Retired Greyhound Trust since January this year. He's very loving and friendly, as you can see here. He can be quite strong on the lead, but is really a gentle giant. If you're interested in homing Tommy, please contact the kennels.
Usually I will go and get myself a nice cup of coffee, get my fluffy socks, sit on my sofa, all cuddled up in the corner, legs up, arms comfy, and I start to play. It's my time, it's my me time. While everybody else is doing their things in the house, that's my time for me to enjoy to play. And it's fun. So yes, I like it.
Do as Lisa. Search for Happy Tiger Bingo. Happy Tiger Bingo. Low stakes, roaring bingo fun.
Some run at dawn. Others run to grab our new breakfast deal for only $3.49.
So you want the confidence to hit that high note. Here's how. Get the Harry's trial set. For just $3.95 you'll get our new trim and razor, shave gel and travel cover. With our new razor, even your 8th shave will be as smooth as your first. Its 5 German-engineered blades are our sharpest yet. Now with your newfound confidence, that high note is there for the taking. Harry's. Feel good, fellas.
You're incredibly lucky even to see this beautiful animal. She's one of the last precious few mountain gorillas. But her life is full of mortal dangers, like this vicious trap left to catch other animals. Will you help protect her future? Please adopt a gorilla with WWF for just £3 a month. Call 0800 038 0911 or search WWF Adopt a Gorilla and adopt a better future for gorillas today.
I'm rough and ready for my dinner.
Fate is bringing my Tails.com box. Or maybe it's the delivery man. Come to Tails.com and tell us about your dog. Right now, get 50% off your first box.
The war in Ukraine continues to put children in terrible danger. Homes, schools and hospitals have been destroyed, energy supplies cut off. Families are still displaced from their homes, now facing a harsh winter without warm clothes, fuel and shelter. To find out how you can help, search UNICEF Ukraine online or text WINTER to 84901. In my years reporting on war, I've seen its impact on children, but I've seen how UNICEF makes a difference day by day. UNICEF is providing warm clothes, boots and blankets to keep children and babies warm, and generators and fuel to help power vital services. £32 could help provide warm winter clothes for a baby or young child. Search UNICEF Ukraine or text WINTER to 84901 and help make a difference for children today.